Your Mingus Marauders are on the air. Mingus Marauder Football is proudly sponsored by Gettle's High Desert Mechanical, offering solutions for your comfort. Northern Arizona Healthcare, improving health, improving people. And Suzy Q Market, the best road trips start at Suzy Q. Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by these fine businesses. Jackson Hewitt Rice Accounting, with locations across Northern Arizona. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. And Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality. Radio sponsors of the Marauders on AM 1600, 96.3 FM, and online at vertivalleytv.com include All Price Insurance. Call 634-2311 to get your quote. Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs. Yavapai College, you can, we can, together. And Rock Zoo Screen Printers, where clothing comes to rock. And now we go out to the press box for Philip Catalfamo and Nick Yatsinko.
Welcome, everybody, to Bob Pavlich Field here on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School as the Mingus Union Marauders travel to take on the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Nick, it's been 2 years, but we're back here in Prescott Valley.
Oh, the battle over the mountain. It's going to be a great one tonight. Huge region game. Very, very important. Flagstaff lost last week, which makes this game up for grabs. Anybody can win this region still, so it's going to be a big game tonight.
Both teams coming off of victories here. The Marauders beating Alhambra last week, and, of course, Bradshaw Mountain beating, of course, Yunker, Yunker. So both these teams looking for a win. Marauders have gotten a chance to play their first region game against Flagstaff. This is homecoming for Bradshaw as they take on their first region opponent, the Mingus Union Marauders. We'll get you started for this game here. Stay with us on the pregame show as we get you ready for Bears versus Marauders right here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in Northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
welcome you back here to Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko as we get you ready for our Friday night football matchup as the Mingus Union Marauders travel to Prescott Valley to take on the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Nick, we talked about it before we went to break. This is homecoming for Bradshaw. This is their first region game, whereas their opponent, the Mingus Union Marauders, have already played their first region game, a close battle against Flagstaff. You and I are both in agreement it's probably one of the best football games we've ever seen or called here in the 4A Grand Canyon region up until this point, of course. But Nick, the Marauders coming off a great win against Alhambra last week, 58-0. Would you like in that one for the Marauders?
A couple shutouts this season against Yonker and Alhambra. That's huge. Bradshaw was not able to shut Yonker out. As a matter of fact, Yonker and Bradshaw was a pretty good competitive game up until the later half of that game. Probably even closer to the fourth quarter where Bradshaw pulled away, and Mingus handled business against Yonker. So not to compare, those games, because once you get into region play, it's all over the place. You never know who's going to win. We lost to Flag, like you just said. I agree. It was one of the best games we've seen, and I've seen in general. Unfortunately, we lost that one. But, hey, Flagstaff lost last week, which gives us still a chance to win this region. It's going to start tonight by beating Bradshaw.
Yeah, of course, Flagstaff falling to Winslow last night, or excuse me, this week in a very, very close contest. I believe that one finished out 14-13, but a great win for Winslow. Of course, a tough one for Flagstaff, but of course here, Mingus Union. We'll take a look at here the Marauder stats from last, excuse me. The Marauder stats from last week. It's a little colder up here, so clearly I'm having some issues.
Not in that Phoenix heat anymore.
No, we're really not. Let's take a look at Zach Harrison's stats here from last week. Again, 58-0 win for the Mingus Union Marauders against Alhambra. Harrison 6 for 7, 115 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, 17 yards on the ground, and 2 rushing touchdowns for Harrison in that win against Alhambra. We got a chance to catch up with the Bradshaw Mountain broadcaster, Matt Showalter, and he was talking about that Zach has been looking good, and we agree. Zach feels more and more confident in this offense than he has ever felt in the previous 2 years.
Yeah, and deservedly so. All the accolades that he achieves this year, kudos goes to him. He's done a great job leading this team. And, yeah, just like Showalter calling for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, they're going to be keying on Harrison tonight. Harrison's played really, really well. You saw that his stats from last week. That is a fantastic quarterback rating. So if you're Bradshaw, you already know you're going to be having to key on him, and then Alvarez, who I'm sure we'll be talking in plethora about tonight.
Well, let's move on to Angelo Alvarez, who has been the absolute center of attention regarding the Mingus Union Marauder offense and special teams. Taking a look at Angelo's production last week, 4 carries on the ground, 97 yards rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns for the senior running back, 2 receptions, 73 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns as well. You can see his receiving stats right there up on your screen if you're watching on Verde Valley TV, but if you're listening on KYBC, the point is Angelo Alvarez is very good at football.
It's almost like when you're creating a football team on Madden or NCAA, when you just amp up their stats all to 99. That's how Alvarez has played in a couple of these games. It's fantastic to watch. And how about the blooming that he's done from his junior to senior season, and he's become a clutch piece of the success the Marauders have had.
Angelo was kind of lost in the Marauder offense in his first year, mostly played defense. Of course, in his second year, he was sticking around as the safety for Mingus Union, so he was there on defense. And, of course, now this season has really blossomed into a phenomenal running back, into a great, reliable option here in the offense for the Mingus Union Marauders. However, Angelo isn't the only person producing well offensively. Take a look, Austin Wharf last week. We've seen him as a running back. We've seen him as a receiver. 1 catch, 41 yards receiving for Austin Wharf. Makai Arnado getting an opportunity on the ground a little bit later in the game. He was able to get into the end zone, 6 carries, 76 yards rushing with 1 touchdown for Makai Arnado. Great to see the fullback getting some work there near and around the goal line. And, of course, Hunter Perkins, another player who did show some flashes last year, changed his number. He's changed his game. He's really been playing well. 5 carries, 58 yards rushing, and 1 touchdown on the ground for Hunter Perkins. 2 receptions, 36 yards for him receiving. But Nick, the Marauders, a lot of credit has to go to the offensive line as well, but it's nice to see this team get a great win against Alhambra, close loss against Flagstaff, phenomenal win against Yonker in Week 2. It's a completely different team than when we saw them against Thunderbird in Week 1.
And you can't expect those great stats that we've been putting up in this pregame tonight. This is going to be much more of a dogfight than Alhambra was. And really, we're going to need that rushing attack, that offensive line to continue that momentum, because Yonker had success against Bradshaw through the air, through the passing attack. So you know that the Marauders are going to see that on game films when they're watching that and say, all right, you know what? Let's establish that run game, and then we'll get comfortable and have Harrison drop back and throw some passes.
We've got, before we keep continuing the preview show here for this game, we've got a special guest up here in the booth with us, Athletic Director Yancey DeVore. Yancey, Nick, let's all scoot a little bit this way here. We can get Yancey in the frame as well. But we had it framed up for 2, but now we got 3. But anyway, Yancey, thank you very much for coming on. Let me make sure your microphone is on so that we can hear you, because you've got an announcement to make. I know you've been waiting to make this announcement, and the biggest question on everyone's mind is where are we going to be next week?
We're going to be at Mingus. The big red machine's going to roll out next Friday on our new football field. So we did a walkthrough today. The field is fantastic. So we're just really, really thrilled to be able to provide that for our kids and our community. It's exciting.
We did get a little bit of a glimpse of the field before we got started, but I'll tell you what, from what I've seen, everybody's going to be real excited on Friday night when they get a chance to see that brand new field, new scoreboard. They got that beautiful entryway that we talked about on off the bench during the summertime.
Right.
But Yancey, the field's looking fantastic.
Yeah, we're really excited. We've done a lot of upgrades on our campus, and the field is the crown jewel there. So it's really exciting.
Well, Yancey, thank you very much for coming up and giving us an update here for the Arcadia game. Of course, next week we will be at home. We're going to continue our preview show here. Yancey, I'm going to take the mic from you. Thank you again for coming up. And go Marauders as usual, of course.
Go Marauders.
Well, thanks again to Yancey DeVore, the athletic director at Mingus Union High School, for coming up here and giving us that update. So, yes, we will officially be at home at the Cave at Mingus Union High School. Of course, Nick, this is the first time that you and I have been in sort of a booth. We've been on the road since week 1. We're here in week 4, and I mean,
can't wait to be back in that home box. That's going to be great. And you know, the people more excited than us are on the field.
That's right.
They are going to be fired up to be playing at home. And what better time than going into the last half of the season?
Yeah, let's keep our preview going here. We talked a little bit about the offensive line, providing a lot of opportunities for the offense. Zach Harrison feeling a lot more comfortable. Angelo Alvarez has been the centerpiece of the offense and the special teams. Let's talk about defense, Nick. I think the Marauders have done a great job of pressuring the quarterback so far. We'll get some of the statistics here, but what did you like from the defense last week? Another shutout for the Marauders.
Love that pressure that they bring. Only 3 guys sometimes on the line. You got Glassman, Latham down there, Islis. Those guys are beasts, and they're getting through the line of scrimmage, and they're putting pressure on the quarterback. Going to have to continue that tonight and get after Grady. You know, he's one of their rushers. The quarterback for Bradshaw likes to scramble, so it's going to be very key to have those 3 linemen continue that momentum. That way you can have a couple linebackers spying on the quarterback.
And Nick, of course, mentioning Grady Rose, the quarterback for Bradshaw Mountain High School. We'll talk about him and the Bears in just a little bit, but let's get you some of the defensive stats for last week. Brazen Durkalek has done a phenomenal job. Solid punt returner for the Marauders, but on the defensive line, he's been phenomenal.
Oh, it's tough to block somebody speedy like that on the edge, especially you're a big tackle or tight end on the edge, and you're trying to block someone with a lot of speed like Durkalek. Good luck. He just runs right by you and then puts the pressure on the quarterback, and honestly, that is such a good attack, and I love the scheming that Coach Montebaez and Coach Anguiano are doing down there, because they've found ways to get to the opposing team's quarterbacks.
10 total tackles for Brazen in that win, 4 solo tackles and 6 assisted. Another guy, Makai Arnado, doing a great job on the offensive side, translating that to the defensive side. 10 total tackles for him in the win against Alhambra last week, 7 solo, 3 assisted. And Esteban Loretto, who we've mentioned a couple times here on the broadcast, doing a great job both ways, playing offensive line and defensive line.
Man, he's got to score. He's got to score by the end of the season. He almost had a pick 6. Was it last week?
He almost had a kick return for the game winner.
He's right there when the ball's on the turf. Esteban is everywhere, all over the field. Very, very fun to watch. And he's another one. He's like Alvarez as an offensive player. Yeah. That's how he is on defense, man. He's all over the place. For a big guy, he's got a lot of speed. Yeah. So you know he's going to be in that Bradshaw backfield tonight.
Well, of course, let's take a look at these Bradshaw Mountain Bears coming into their homecoming here tonight at Bob Pavlich Field. Of course, the Bears are looking for their first region win tonight. They have their first region game here against the Mingus Mingus Union Marauders. And as we get you set here, let's take a look at our eyes on the field. You can see on your screen there our head officials getting ready here. Of course, our head umpire for tonight, Kirk Robertson. Of course, Brian Eckhoff, our line judge. Nathan Belcher, the back judge. James Bindle, our linesman. And, of course, Joe Brown, one of our referees here. I want to thank Reese's Tire Pros for sponsoring this Eyes on the Game. You can see, like I mentioned, our officials getting ready. Ride with confidence with Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pro. Locally owned, the Reese's Tire warranty provides coverage at over 50,000 locations nationwide. Get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros or reesetire.com. Again, want to thank Reese's Tire Pros for our eyes on the field here as we get you set and ready for this 4A Grand Canyon Region matchup. The Marauders getting a win last week on Thursday against Alhambra. Meanwhile, these Bradshaw Mountain Bears getting also a very respectable win against Yunker, a team that Mingus has played already. A great 34-12 victory for the Bears in that win against Yunker.
Yeah, and it's tough to compare again because we're in region play. So Yunker's out of our region,
right.
And you don't know if with injuries and stuff like that because our game was a little bit lopsided in favor of the Marauders, where Bradshaw struggled a tiny bit more than the Marauders did. But that really doesn't tell the tale. Like I just said,
right.
You don't know if there was any injuries or whatever it might have been because tonight's going to be dogfight.
Jacob Lira, the quarterback for Yunker, 194 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. So we'll see if the Marauders, who have felt comfortable passing the ball a little bit more, maybe take advantage of and I'm not going to say a vulnerable secondary for Bradshaw because this is our first time seeing the Bears here. And again, Marauder faithful out here getting ready for the game tonight. Want to thank them all for traveling out here and supporting this team. But Nick, this could be a possible open door for Mingus Union. If they can get it going through the air, they can easily establish that run game.
And of course, you have the ex-Marauder coaches over there, Neil Dixon, who's the defensive coordinator, head coach Bob Young. So they're going to be a little bit familiar with that running game. The key is to get that offensive line off the ball, establish a good run game. That way you can drop back and throw the ball without them, keying on it. And yeah, Yunker found some success going through the air, so that's going to be huge for the Marauders. When they're looking at game film, they're saying, okay, well, look at what Yunker's doing here. It's a good routes that they're running, but you can't sleep on Neil Dixon's defense.
No.
You just can't. You don't know if they caught some lucky breaks or what have you, but yeah, the Marauders should be looking to go to the air a little bit more. And like you said earlier in the pregame, Harrison's been looking more and more comfortable every game.
Let's take a look at the statistics here in that win for Bradshaw against Yunker. Grady Rose, the junior quarterback, 8 for 14, 117 yards passing, 3 carries, -5 yards on the ground, but a rushing touchdown for him. Of course, the man of the hour was Elijah Acuna, the senior running back, 17 carries, 233 yards on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns for the senior. Yeah, you're going to want to key in on Grady Rose, but Elijah Acuna is going to be a nightmare.
We have a good battle at quarterback and running back tonight. You got Alvarez and Acuna, and you got Harrison and Rose. That's a great game. All 4 of those guys could play some college ball. They're very, very good technically wise. They're fast. And yeah, that's some scary statistics. But hey, Angelo Alvarez has put up some scary numbers too.
Malachi Stevenson, the senior receiver, 5 receptions, 71 yards receiving in that win against Yunker for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Taking a look defensively, Michael Kelly, the senior, 13 total tackles, 10 assisted, 3 solo, 1 pass deflection. Caden Martinez, the sophomore, 10 total tackles, 5 solo, 5 assisted, and Caleb Hill, another senior, 10 total tackles, 1 solo, 9 assisted in that win against Yunker. So the Marauders are going to have a challenge as well on defense. Of course, you just mentioned it, Neil Dixon being the former Mingus Union Marauder defensive coordinator. He's going to be somewhat familiar with this version of the wing tee that the Mingus Union Marauders run. So Mingus obviously going to have to start getting things established early because this defense for Bradshaw is not going to give Mingus an inch.
Right, and that's going to be key, and we're going to talk about keys to the game soon, and one of them is a little bit of trickery in the offense. I mean, you got to mix it up a little bit, whether it's counters or reverses, because, Neil Dixon's familiar with it, and so is head coach Bob Young. So they've coached this program in Mingus for 20 years or so that they're prepared for the Marauders. And on the flip side of that, the Mingus coaching staff is going to be familiar with the style that Neil Dixon and Bob Young play. It's going to be a fun chess match. match.
We've got the Bradshaw Mountain Band coming out, getting ready for the national anthem here at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. This is obviously not the first time these two teams have matched up. Let's take a look now at our first and last, give you an idea of the rivalry between these two teams. Of course, these two teams got the first opportunity in program history to play against each other in 1984. Was a 19-6 victory for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. The head-to-head regular matchup, 13 wins for the Mingus Union Marauders, 9 losses and 1 tie. Mingus leading the overall advantage in terms of wins and losses. Of course, 1 tie in 1985, like I mentioned, 7-7. That was the second time they matched up. 1985 resulted in a tie, so that's kind of interesting. Played 1 time in the playoffs in 2018. Of course, Mingus got the win in that one, 21-17. Their last matchup coming in 2020, a 42-6 win for Bradshaw in Coach Bob Young's return to the cave. But here, Nick, this is the first time that you and I have gotten a chance, well, I shouldn't say the first time, this is the second time that you and I have gotten to call a game here. We were here in 2019, where it resulted also in a Bradshaw Mountain win.
Yeah, and they're going to be real good, and you know that that Bradshaw Mountain team is in great shape. Yep. You know they're hitting the weight room hard. That was what Bob Young did great with the Marauders program. These guys are ready to go, and what a rivalry. The Mingus, the rivalry of Mingus Mountain almost, and the games that I played against Bradshaw, man, they were so fun in the trenches, tough guys. I remember my senior year, I was about 350 pounds, big guy at center, and the nose guard for Bradshaw had to have been about 400 pounds and about 6'3", and he just handled me all night. But you know what? We got the win in a close one, which we attributed to that overall record against Bradshaw, and over the years, this has become quite the rivalry.
Well, here come the Bears getting ready for tonight's matchup as they storm the field getting ready. You've got the entire band and the cheerleaders out there as well as we get ready for the Bears' homecoming game against those Mingus Union Marauders, as now the visiting team makes their way onto the field. Another kind of interesting tidbit about this rivalry, Nick. The Marauders started playing Bradshaw in 1984, played them from 1984 to 1988, and then of course Mingus left the region and went to the 4A Grand Canyon region and did not play Bradshaw again until 2005. And of course you just talked about a couple of the matchups that you've gotten against Bradshaw. Let's talk a little bit more about that rivalry, Nick. I mean, you as a former player, what does it mean to you when you get a chance to come out here and play in Prescott Valley?
Man, you get the chills before these kind of games. These are big games, and you know that no matter your record, it's going to be a dogfight. Yeah. I mean, 2007, my junior year, we were undefeated, blowing teams out by 20 and 30 points, and Bradshaw came down to the last play of the game. Beat them on the last play of the game in regular season. What a close game that was. Senior year, same thing, just a dogfight. So these region games, especially against Bradshaw, who's almost like a rekindled rivalry over the mountain, and this is going to be an exciting game to call.
The Battle of Mingus Mountain. I like that one, Nick. Let's take a look at our 3 keys to the game again, brought to you by Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pro. Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros is proud to sponsor youth and high school sports. Thank you to the coaches and referees dedicated to making our young athletes the best that they can. Again, look for service specials, rebates, and more at reesestire.com. And Nick, let's talk about them. The 3 keys to the game. Let's start with number 1.
Yeah, talked about it a little bit earlier, utilizing a little bit of trickery. Doesn't have to be a lot, but some counters are going to help. Maybe some reverses, just because of that other coaching staff on the other side. They're very familiar with the program. Right. So it's going to be key to mix it up on them, show them stuff that they haven't seen before. The scoring while on defense is going to be huge. That's one of the other keys to the game. Score while on defense. We've scored on special teams. We've seen that happen a couple times now. Yep. So if we can get a score on defense, that would be huge. Great momentum. That can change a game around. And then ball protection. We got it. No turnovers tonight. You got to keep it clean.
We're getting ready for the national anthem here, so we're going to step away. But when we come back, we'll get you ready for this matchup between the Bradshaw Mountain Bears and the Mingus Union Marauders right here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles and go Marauders!
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Want to thank the Bradshaw Mountain Chamber Singers for singing our national anthem here as we get you ready for the Mingus Union Marauders taking on the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Nick, we're here on Friday night. It's a packed house on both sides, and we're ready to continue this rivalry between these two programs.
Man, I can't hype it up anymore. Really, this is such a big game for both these teams. Both teams 2-2 right now, so somebody's walking away with a winning record, someone's walking away with a losing record tonight.
Again, here we go with the Cottonwood Public Library coin toss. The Cottonwood Public Library is always online. Check out the library app for free ebook and e-audiobooks, and Canopy for free movie streaming. The Cottonwood Public Library, connecting the community. Visit ctwpl.info for more information. Again, want to thank the Cottonwood Public Library for sponsoring this portion of the broadcast. We are excited to see what happens between these two teams. As we mentioned, it is homecoming for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. So, Nick, getting a win in front of their home fans is definitely going to be priority numero uno for Bradshaw, Bob, and the Bears.
Oh, yeah, homecoming's huge, big time. Those stands are full over there on the Bradshaw Mountain side. And I got all the captains out there and there's camera work down there getting us the coin toss by Tristan. Esteban Loretto. Yep. Got Alvarez down there, Austin Wharf, Zach Harrison.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
Do you want to thank Tristan Wright for operating the field cam tonight? He's continuing his education at Northern Arizona University, former Mingus Union Marauder, played basketball here and helping us out with the broadcast for the past couple of years. Here we go.
Mingus is going to start with this football. How about that? You know, Zach Harrison's like, let's go. He's ready to get his offense, that offensive line that's been dominant the last couple weeks out there.
Nick, I want to give you a stat here. In terms of passing in the Division 4A, Zach Harrison currently sitting at 20 in the entire 4A here in the state of Arizona. In passing yards, he's currently got 448 yards passing. We know those numbers are going to only go up here, but what I found was fascinating. Angelo Alvarez. So, Nick, in the 4A, Angelo is number one in total scoring with 84 points by himself. He is fifth in the entire state of Arizona.
Again, deservedly so. What a monster on the field. You know Bradshaw's going to be keying on him tonight for sure. But you know what? I'd love to see those numbers just skyrocket even more. That is some incredible accolades for that young man.
Well, here we go. Mingus Union will start on the offensive side of the ball. They'll be going from left to right on your radio dial. Bradshaw wearing the the black with the red lettering in their pink uniforms and pink accessories. Of course, it is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the Mingus Union Marauders wearing their whites and reds, getting ready for this game. As I mentioned, Bradshaw going from right to left on your radio dial. Mingus Union going from left to right. We'll see how Bradshaw lines up here. They've got the ball a little bit closer to their sideline. We'll see if they start this game off with a full kickoff or maybe an onside kick.
Yeah, got to be ready for that last couple weeks. Taken off guard by the onside kick here.
And we'll see what they do. The kick will be a bit short in the air, and we'll see if Angelo Alvarez will pick it up around the 20-yard line. Alvarez does return the ball around the 20, trying to get past the 30. Alvarez has got a little bit of room to run, shedding off a few more tackles, falls out around the 45-yard line. Good return for Angelo Alvarez to get this game going.
Great start, and who else other than Alvarez able to pick that bounce up? Not a far kick at all. He had to run up for that one. If he would have caught that a little further back, he might have had some momentum going up, but again, just a great return. Way to shift around a couple guys and get your offense in a good position.
So here we go. The Mingus Union Marauders will start on their own 46-yard line here. 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Our first offensive look here for Mingus Union against the Bradshaw Mountain rivalry. Harrison operating in the backfield here with Alvarez alongside him. Ball is snapped. Alvarez gets the pitch on the left side. Alvarez sheds a tackle, does get taken down. Good gain there from Angelo Alvarez, about 4 on the left side.
And absolutely love seeing the big guy, Esteban Loreto, doing a little pull. You're going to see on your replay here, he's going to pull to the outside and get a great block, and Alvarez is just going to go right inside of him and get, well, it looks like they're only going to give him a couple yards on that. Looked like a little bit more, but nonetheless, that's a good start using that rushing game.
Michael Kelly, the senior middle linebacker, getting the tackle there for Bradshaw Mountain. Harrison now operating under center. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off again left side. Angelo Alvarez has got room to run. Angelo Alvarez into the end zone. Marauders strike first.
Oh, unbelievable. Here we go. He's adding to those accolades he's got. I don't see any flags. That's going to be a clean touchdown right off the bat. Alvarez showcasing that speed.
So Alvarez gets it going with a rushing touchdown on the left side. We'll see how Mingus Union lines up here with the extra point as Marcus Bueno lines up here. Bueno has been phenomenal so far in terms of special teams, has been a great solution there for the Marauders, has converted on every field goal attempt he's had, and I believe he's only missed 2 extra points so far. Kick is up, and that one is good. Keep the streak going there for Marcus Bueno. Mingus Union leading 7-0. We do have a flag on the field, so we'll see what that penalty's on before we head to break. And I think it's going to be roughing the kicker, so that penalty will be applied on the kickoff. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Mingus Union leads 7-0. Stay with us here.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
An early strike for the Mingus Union Marauders as Angelo Alvarez finds a rushing touchdown on the left side. Mingus Union leading 7-0. They will kick from the Bradshaw 45 as that roughing the kicker call pushed them forward. And of course, Bradshaw back. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. So Bradshaw more than likely looking at a touchback here unless Marcus Bueno is a little cheeky. And no, that'll be sailed right into the back of the end zone. And that's where Bradshaw will start on their own 20.
Yeah, clutch. Another touchback for Bueno, and that's a long field to go for high school quarterback and offense, 80 yards. And, boy, 2 plays. The Marauders are in the end zone.
Here's our first look at Grady Rose and Elijah Acuna, the 2 offensive production for Bradshaw Mountain, the running back and the quarterback here. We'll see what Bob has in store for his old team, as this is the first time these 2 teams have matched up at Bradshaw Mountain High School since Bob Young made his way from Mingus, or I shouldn't even say Mingus, made his way from possibly Camp Verde to coming over here to coach last season with the Bears. Rose under center, man in motion on the right side. He's going to hand it off right to the left side, and it'll be a small run up the gut there. Small gain on that run for number 44 for Bradshaw. That is Gabriel Ricketts. So small gain, not enough for the first down, but that'll put them right near it, and Bradshaw already going with the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, Ricketts is a good fullback. I like using the fullback.
It's going to be a snap in the backfield there. First down for Bradshaw on that handoff from Rose, and that one does go to Acuna, number 26, and it'll be enough for the first down. Small gain on that run to the right side.
And so far, just a rushing attack from both sides here.
So again, Rose operating in the backfield here as he gets the call from Coach Young. Rose, Ricketts, Acuna all in the backfield. Rose operating under center, takes the snap, hands it off. Ricketts on the right side. He will get stopped right at the line. Good stop for the Marauder defensive line. Will bring up second down.
Yeah, that's a great job, and that's what we talked about in pregame, is that the defensive line coming in big. Looks like we got Durkalek getting up a little slow here.
So Brazen Durkalek currently down on the field. Hopefully he'll be able to make his way off the field here. But you never want to start with an injury here, especially with one of your key defensive linemen.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Hopefully he gets tended to and back in this one quick.
So as we take a brief pause here for Brazen Durkalek, who hopefully we'll see stand up in just a little bit. Again, Mingus Union leading 7-0 in the first quarter. We'll thank a few of our sponsors here, All Price Insurance, Taylor Waste, Yavapai College, and Roxu Screen Printers for sponsoring the broadcast here tonight.
I'll tell you what, starting off on offense like the Marauders did, 2 plays and scoring both rushing plays, it's just awesome because you're going to set up a good passing game.
I got to tell you, though, I'm going to be interested to see how many times Coach Young goes to the hurry-up offense. You and I have talked about it a little bit in the second half. Mingus has had a little bit of issues with conditioning in the second half because a lot of kids are playing both sides. So it'll be interesting to see how much Coach Young utilizes that and pushes Mingus more and more as the game goes along with that hurry-up offense.
And that's what we've seen. The first couple plays, and besides Durkalek going down, Bradshaw was moving to the ball really fast. So that's a great point. And, boy, what a wise decision on the other side of the coaching staff there to – because we've talked about it. Stamina comes in big with the Marauders because we got a lot of guys going both ways.
Well, hopefully one of the guys who happens to play both sides of the ball is Brazen Durkalek. He is still down on the field. We're going to take a brief pause, but when we come back, we'll get you an update on the field and get you ready for the continuation of the drive here for Bradshaw Mountain. When we come back, it'll be second down for the Bears here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Brazen Durkalek, you can see there on your screen if you're watching on Verde Valley TV, getting assisted off the field. Not necessarily sure what the injury is, but hopefully we'll see Brazen back soon. We wish him the best here from Yavapai Broadcasting. But we're going to pick up the game here. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Bradshaw's got the ball. Rose is going to operate out of the secondary. Drop back to pass to the right side. It is completed on the right side for a first down. And a lot more for the Bears as that one goes out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Pass completed from Rose, and that'll give them another first down.
Yeah, that's a big momentum play right there for Bradshaw, able to set up the passing play. Boy, you really got to get after that and make a tackle when you're on the sidelines.
Malaki Stevenson able to get the reception there. They're going to be handed off to the right side. Stopped in the backfield. Was that Choate on the tackle there on the run to stop the drive? Second down will come up.
Well, and you can see that they're definitely up-tempo right now, back on the ball again.
Let's start it again here on the Bradshaw 45. Rose operating under center. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand it off left side. That's going to be Acuna. Acuna's got a lot of room to run on the left side. He'll keep going. Just kidding. That's Asa Bjorsen. Bjorsen is tackled down around the 35. Asby Bjorsen with a big run there. And did we see little Andre on the field there?
I'm not quite sure if it is. It's on the sideline.
There it is. Yeah, it's going to be there we got a foul here. It's going to be a foul on Bradshaw Mountain. A great run there by Acuna. as I correct myself again here, that's going to back up Bradshaw a little bit more and take a lot of momentum away from that run.
Yeah, that hurts because that was a fantastic run, and that just about gets you in some sort of a field goal range almost, and now they're backed up.
So we'll replay second down here for Bradshaw Mountain. Good little run there by Elijah Acuna, taken back because of a penalty. So now it'll be 2nd and inches for Bradshaw as they've made their way to the Marauder 47. Rose under center, man in motion, that's Acuna. They're going to flip it to the right side. Acuna met by a Marauder, and he is tackled before the first down.
Yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure if they're going to give him the first or not, but boy, it looked like he was short.
No, it looks like they may give it to him. And yeah, they are going to give it to him. First down here for Bradshaw Mountain as they move the ball towards their own, towards the Marauder 45.
And the Marauders still did a good job of getting to the outside. I mean, that's a fast pitch, and Acuna is a very fast running back. So only giving him a yard or two, that's not a bad play.
Rose again operating under center, man in motion. That's Acuna. They're going to hand it up the middle. That is a good little run there from Bradshaw Mountain as Ricketts is brought down. Not enough for the first down, but it will give them a gain of about 6.
Yeah, and that's that ground and pound game. And what they're doing is they're going to establish that run game, and then you're going to see Grady go to the air. So Marauders got to be ready for that.
So we'll see if Bradshaw goes back to the air here on 2nd and about 5. Rose again operating in the backfield, waiting to take the snap. He will. He's going to hand it off. This time it's going to be a quarterback keeper from Rose. Rose has got some room on the left side, trying to shake a tackle. Mario Camacho able to push him out of bounds. Good trickery there as Grady Rose picks up the first down, and it falls right around the 25 where Acuna's run ended.
Yeah, and Rose is one of the Bradshaw Mountain Bears' leading rushers. So we're going to see him run that football a lot. And, yeah, he does a great job. That's a little counterplay. So he's got Acuna behind him, and he just fakes the handoff to Acuna, then takes off the other way.
Rose again operating in the backfield, waiting to take the snap. Trips left here as Rose starts to drop back in the backfield. Quick pass to the left side is incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd down here for the Bradshaw Bears.
And great coverage by the Marauders defensive backs there.
So the ball will be on the Marauder 31, or actually that'll be, let's back that up a little bit more. Let's go the Marauder 28. Grady again operating under center, man in motion, that's Acuna. They're going to hand it off. Ricketts trying to get something up the middle, not enough for the first down, but it will move the chains just a little bit. Ricketts with a small gain on that run to the right side.
And it looked like who else other than big Nick Choate out there doing a great job of just collapsing that offensive line, not giving Ricketts anywhere to go.
So now a ball spotted on the Marauder 25 here, brings up 3rd down. Mingus Union looking for a stop. Rose operating in the backfield. Man alongside him, that's Ricketts. They're going to hand it off to Acuna on the right side. Acuna brought down, not enough for the first down. We'll see where the ball's spotted, but it should bring up 4th down. 4th and inches here for the Bears.
Ooh, what an interesting call we're going to see from Coach Bob Young and the Bradshaw Mountain coaching staff here. 4th down. Do you go for it? Do you kick a field goal? Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
Well, we'll see what Coach Young has in store for the Marauder defense. It is 4th down, and a stop right here would be huge for the Marauders in terms of momentum early on as they are leading 7-0 here in the first quarter. Rose under center. Man in motion, that's Acuna. Rose going to drop back to pass. Pressure coming on the right side. The pass is incomplete. It'll be a turnover.
And there's going to be a flag. They may have gotten the Marauders on a pass interference, but boy, was that close. It looked like we had a hand on it. Maybe Contreras on the coverage, but somebody or
it was that was Perkins, Hunter Perkins.
Boy, it looked like Perkins got there just the same time as the ball. But nonetheless, that's going to give. Well, that should give Bradshaw a first down. Oh, yeah, and they're going to move Bradshaw right up well inside the red zone.
So ball will be spotted on the Marauder 11 here, 1st and 10 after the pass interference call against the Mingus Union Marauders. So I guess Mingus got bailed out early on, and now Bradshaw gets bailed out on 4th down. So we'll see what they can do here on 1st and 10. Rose takes the snap, hands it off left side. That's going to be Acuna. Acuna on the left side, trying to get to the end zone. He will. Touchdown, Bradshaw. They respond almost immediately. Elijah Acuna getting into the end zone.
That same great rushing attack. Boy, the Marauders and the Bears have such a similar offense, and the speed by Acuna is great. He gets in the end zone before we can get to him.
So now it'll bring up our score will be 6-7 here as Bradshaw comes in for the point after. Great run there by Elijah Acuna on the run. Still a lot of football to be played here in the first quarter. It'll be Tanner Mitchell on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. We're all knotted up. It's 7 apiece here at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. 7-7 is our score. Stay with us here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Marauder turn on offense.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
A rushing touchdown for Elijah Acuna ties this thing up 7-7. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Mingus Marauders taking on the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Going to be a short kick, but recovered by the Marauders. An onside attempt, but picked up by Mingus, and they'll start on their own about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, very, very smart play there by Glassman.
Yep.
Just jumping on that ball and giving his team some good coverage because, boy, you know these opposing teams have seen those onside kicks work, and that's what we just saw. That was almost like a onside/squib kick. Nonetheless, Glassman does a great job of just falling on top of
Well,
that.
Bob Young knows who's back there waiting to return the kick, and Angelo Alvarez. And we saw it early on. Angelo put the Marauders right around this same spot with his first initial return. Harrison's going to operate under center. They're going to hand it off to the right side. I believe that's War for Perkins. It is Perkins. No gain on that run. Maybe a gain of 1. And it'll bring up second down for the Marauders.
Yeah, that's a tough, hard-nosed run right there, and good job Perkins, able to get something positive out of it.
You see Brazen Dirkolek trying to stretch out a little bit on the sidelines for the Mingus Union Marauders. He went down earlier with a possible injury.
That's a great sign.
Yeah, good to see him moving around a little bit. Harrison will operate again under center. 2 men in the backfield. That's going to be Perkins and Alvarez. They're going to hand it out. Harrison rolling out to his left. He's going to try to run. He is shut down by the Bears. Small gain on that run, but it'll bring up third down.
And it's still third and manageable. Zach does a good job rolling to the outside. Bradshaw just does a great job covering it. You can see Esteban out there blocking his guy into the Bradshaw bench. Islas out there too. Latham, all the linemen are doing a great job, but Bradshaw does a great job of just reading that play.
That'll bring up third down for the Mingus Union Marauders. 7-7 our score with about 5:59 to go here in the first quarter. Mingus Union looking to respond after that rushing touchdown from Elijah Acuna. Of course, they got their scoring going from Angelo Alvarez. Harrison hands it off. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking to pass, pressure coming. Harrison's got to force it up and is incomplete. Pass intended for Angelo Alvarez, but fell right in front of Ian Contreras behind him. That'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, close. He had Alvarez and Contreras kind of in the same ballpark there, so that's a smart play by the quarterback. Just kind of put it to where only your offensive guys can get it. Unfortunately, we can't come up with it, so Bradshaw gets a big fourth down here.
So it'll be fourth down for the Mingus Union Marauders. Got to make up about 7 yards here to get the first down. And we'll see what the Marauders do. Harrison and Alvarez, the 2 men in the backfield with receivers on both ends. We'll see if the Marauders kick it away or they run with the play here. Snap is low. It's going to be a flip to the left side. Angelo Alvarez may have picked up the first down on the broken play. He's still going. Past the 45, drop down around the 30. How about Angelo Alvarez on the broken play? Picks up a first down. There's a late flag. Probably going to be a face mask on the side of Bradshaw. So that might push Mingus even closer to the goal line. But Nick, a broken play turns into a big first down.
I'll tell you what, between Harrison and Alvarez, they are the best at making those broken plays work. What a good job. And a clear as day face mask at the end of that play. That Bradshaw Mountain Bear took him down by his head.
Phenomenal job by Angelo Alvarez using his speed to get to the edge. Picks up the first down. I'm not sure if maybe Zach was thinking to do that pooch kick we've talked about. or if it was a potential design flip that just broke because of the low snap. But regardless, they pick up the first down, might be going even more forward. Yes, they are. It's going to be a personal foul penalty against Bradshaw, and that's going to put Mingus around the 15-yard line.
Man, what an outstanding job by the Marauders. I love the gamble. You know, you're not even sure if that was on purpose or not, because Harrison maybe have sold that a little bit, but otherwise a great gamble, especially in a big region game like this.
Harrison again operating in the backfield here. Makai Arnado, the running back for Zach Harrison. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Makai. Makai gets a little bit of a run on that. Not too much. So to bring up second down, we saw Makai operating a little bit more in the offense last week, was able to get into the end zone. Sort of the offset back to the speedy Angelo Alvarez.
And look like saw Calvin Miller doing a great job on that play, holding on to his offensive block and letting Arnado try to make the best of an opportunity. But again, the Bears solid up front, play very, very similar to the Marauders in that hard nose. I'm going to collapse on the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what the Marauders can do here. Second down. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line. The Bradshaw 18. Harrison under center with Arnado in the backfield. Harrison, and they got him to jump. It's going to be encroachment.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be on the defense. Marauders do a great job at discipline there.
Phenomenal call there from the Mingus Union Marauders to jump Bradshaw offside. So now that'll push the ball forward around the 10-yard line for Mingus Union, give them an opportunity at a first down. And a look at the goal line here.
Little coaching on coaching there. Got to love it. Montebaez, who played for head coach Bob Young over there at Bradshaw. And got to love the chess match already we're seeing.
And, of course, Coach Anguiano calling the offense here. Harrison, man in motion. That's going to be Worf. He's going to flip it to the left side. Worf's got some room to run on the left side. Gets a couple blockers. Worf getting the corner into the end zone. Mingus Union strikes again.
Man, unbelievable job by all those linemen pulling out on the side. They do a great job. You're going to see on your replay here, it's going to be a pitch to the left. You can see Esteban Loretto getting out there. You got Perkins up making a block into the end zone. Calvin Miller's in the end zone by the time the running back gets there. Boy, what a great job by that Marauder offense.
Yeah, the Marauders able to clear the way for Austin Worf getting into the end zone. Marauders leading 13-0. Look, it was 13-7, making a look at 14 here. Bueno's kick is up, and it's good. The Marauders will take a touchdown lead, 14-7 in the first quarter. When we come back, Bradshaw will look to respond. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
So the Marauders able to jump up early against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, 14-7 here. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Want to welcome you back here to Bob Pavlich Field. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Bueno will send it downfield. Bradshaw will return it around the 10. Bradshaw looking to take it past the 15, now past the 20, cuts back, and we'll get wrapped up around the 25-yard line. Good job by the Marauders special teams to bring down the return man. That is number 21 for Bradshaw. That's Joel Dean on the return for the Bears. Love the socks. Look at the USA flag and the arm sleeve as well. Very patriotic here at Prescott Valley.
Yep, you also see a lot of pink socks and wristbands out there supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Of course.
Yeah, great coverage by the Marauders. They've typically done very, very well on that kickoff coverage. And again, not quite that 80-yard field, but just about.
So now we'll see what Bradshaw can do here with the ball spotted on their own 24. Rose operating under center. He's going to take the snap, hand it off left side. Small gain there for Bradshaw as they'll get brought down around the 30. Ricketts on the carry there. Good little gain for the big running back.
Yeah, and you see Isaiah Lathan right at the bottom of that pile. Nice job wrapping him up at the legs. Esteban Loretto helping out, and that's, what we've seen all season long so far.
Gabriel Ricketts, the sophomore, definitely going to be taking over running back duties for Coach Young next season when Elijah Acuna graduates. Rose is going to hand it off to the left side to Acuna. Acuna trying to get the first down. He won't. Stop just short. We'll see where the umpires call it, and they will call him just short. So that'll bring up third down and about 2 or 3 for Bradshaw. Ball spotted on their own 32.
And that's okay. You just can't give them those chunk plays. Make them earn it. That's a very, very hard way to go down the field is having third downs on every possession. So that's a good job by the Marauders so far.
Rose again operating under center. Looking to pick up the first down here on third down. Rose hands it off right up the gut. It will be a first down for Bradshaw, and a little bit more on that run up the middle.
Yeah, and that's just another hard-nosed play. That's very, very typical Bob Young status. And Gabriel Ricketts on the run. We're going to be calling him and Acuna all night. Those guys are great.
We're going to be calling him next year, too, and the year after. The sophomore operating well in Bob Young's offense.
Tough to defend the fullback position. You don't see a lot of high school offenses utilize that, and Bob Young does it well over there.
Rose in the backfield, waiting to take the snap. He will. Rose dropping back to pass, looking left. Pass is completed to the left side, just short of the first down. That pass completed to Tanner Mitchell, and it'll bring up second down and short here for Bradshaw.
Yeah, just about a first down. That's Grady's going to get comfortable, sitting back in that backfield. Not too much pressure, although Latham was just about to put his hands up and get his paw on that one.
So now they'll bring up second and short here for Bradshaw Mountain. They went to Ricketts to pick up the first down. We'll see who they go to here. Rose will operate under center with nobody behind him. Rose, man in motion, that's Acuna. They're going to flip it deep and hand it off instead on the inside and pick up the first down there. So the fake pitch to Elijah Acuna results in a short handoff to Joel Dean. First down for Bradshaw here as the ball is spotted on the Mingus Union 49.
And a nice job to Zunich out there, number 9 for the Marauders, staying home and not biting on that pitch. Because that's another counter play like Grady did earlier in the game where you fake that handoff to Acuna, take off, it's wide open. So nice job, Zunich, staying home on that.
Rose will operate again in the backfield with 3 wide receivers on the right. I believe that's Ricketts in the backfield alongside him. Rose takes the snap, rolling out to his right, looking to pass. Rose has got some room to run. He's going to pass it right over the middle. It's completed around the 35. It'll be a first down for Bradshaw, as that one is completed again to number 11. That's Tanner Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell's one of their leading receivers this season, so not a surprise we're calling his name. And, Bradshaw having a little bit more success through the air than on the ground so far.
Well, this is where Mingus Union's going to have to lock up here. We saw Flagstaff had a few opportunities through the air, and Mingus Union was able to, for the most part, shut them down. That's going to be handoff up the middle to Ricketts. Ricketts is going to lower his shoulder and get just shy of the first down here on that handoff up the middle to bring up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the ball is on the Marauder the 26-yard line. Just under 2 minutes to go here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Rose operating under center. Ricketts in the backfield. They're going to hand it off left side. Acuna looking to get some room to run. Camacho on the tackle. It'll pick up the first down for Bradshaw as they're moving the ball.
Yeah, nice job by Camacho. Make the tackle on Acuna there. Looked like he's trying to strip that ball out. Smart play by the DB. He had help on the tackle, so might as well try to rip it out. But nonetheless, how about this? Another barn burner already seems like. Just like that Flagstaff game we played. Yeah. If you're a football fan, this is your type of game. Back and forth on offense.
Rose operating in the backfield alongside with Ricketts. Rose takes the snap, hands it off again, up the middle to Ricketts. Ricketts picks up just a few on that run. Gain of about 4 to bring up second down. Ball is spotted at the Marauder 10.
And it looks like the Bradshaw momentum slowed down a little bit, Phillip, because they're not rushing to the ball like they were on that first series.
Well, they had a big play over the middle. They didn't necessarily have to make up too much ground after that completion to Tanner Mitchell. As we got a stoppage in play here. And I believe we have a timeout, so we will take one as well. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. 14-7, Mingus Union leads Bradshaw Mountain here in Prescott Valley. Stay with us on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Second quarter action here at Mingus Union High School as we get a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. I want to welcome you back here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Nick, Mingus Union currently leading 14-7. However, Bradshaw with an opportunity here right around the goal line on second down.
Man, offenses on both sides are churning on all cylinders. This is a fantastic football game. Both offenses have just marched down the field and score. Now Marauders trying to avoid that here and stop the Bears, but they are close, just outside of the 10-yard line the Bears are.
So that'll bring up second down here for Bradshaw Mountain. Trying to get the first down. Rose operating in the backfield. He's going to take the snap, hand it off right side. Is that Acuna again? He's going to barrel his way near the end zone, not get in, just shy, maybe about a yard or two. It'll bring up third down. No, excuse me, he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. And real short field right now for Bradshaw on that run.
Very expected. I mean, already you can tell what kind of a game this is going to be. Hard nose in your mouth, and whoever comes up with some defensive stops in this game is going to walk away with the win. As Bradshaw has done a great job at driving down the field, using not only the rushing game but the passing game as well.
Ricketts in the backfield, handoff up the gut into the end zone. It is 13-14. Bradshaw strikes again.
Touchdown by number 44.
So Ricketts gets into the end zone, makes this a possible tie game here. On that short, maybe 2-3 yard run for the sophomore running back.
Easy. I mean, you got a fullback like Ricketts Jr. He's going to be scary next year as a senior.
Ricketts is a sophomore.
He's got a couple more seasons.
He does, yeah.
That's not what we wanted to hear as Marauders.
It's going to be a fake kick here. Pass into the end zone is caught. 2-point conversion is good on the fake kick. Wow. That pass completed to Aiden Ott. As we take a look at it here, Rose takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Good recovery there from Perkins, but not in time to deflect that completion. As now it is a 15-14 Bradshaw lead with 11:33 to go here in the second quarter. Stay with us. Mingus Union will look to respond.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion makes this game 15-14. Bradshaw Mountain leading Mingus Union here in the second quarter with 11:33 to go. Bradshaw will kick it off from their own 40-yard line. As Mingus Union will look to respond. Of course, we saw Bradshaw, their last kickoff was an onside kick that was scooped up by Curtis Glassman. And we'll see what Bradshaw has in store here. We'll get a placeholder as the wind is knocking over the ball. It will be a kick to the left side. Angelo Alvarez is going to have to hustle near the goal line and pick it up around the 5. Alvarez past the 10, past the 15, looking to get past the 20. He is dropped around the 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Marauders.
Yep, still a good run back. He had to chase that ball all the way to the other side of the field. So nice job, Alvarez. It's a speedy recovery. Given Zach Harrison's got the long field now, just under the 80 yards, as Alvarez is able to get just past the 20. But boy, how about the gambling going on already in this game? We've had a fake punt by the Marauders, the 2-point conversion by the Bears. Gotta love region football.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If that Flagstaff game was any indication of how these matchups are going to go, we're in for a fun 4A Grand Canyon region schedule. Harrison under center takes the snap, hands it off right side. Nope, he's going to roll out to his left. Harrison airing it out over the middle. It's caught by Austin Wharf. First down, Marauders.
Yeah, nice job by Zach Harrison starting out with a completion. And what a rifle. That's a great job of rolling out and throwing off his back foot, it looked like. That's a very, very good throw by the senior.
That'll bring up first down for the Mingus Union Marauders as the ball is spotted around the Marauder 35. Got 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 15-14 our score. Harrison under center with 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be Alvarez and I believe Perkins. Harrison under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off right side. Alvarez got some room to run. Alvarez getting to the edge. Still going now past the 50. Angelo Alvarez opening up the floodgates. Still on his feet. Gets down around the Bradshaw 20. Big run from Angelo Alvarez.
Man, nothing against that Bradshaw defense, but Alvarez makes him look slow. What? I can't believe how fast he turns that corner and gets upfield. That's incredible speed by that young man.
Angelo Alvarez able to get right around the 20-yard line for the Mingus Union Marauders. Great block ahead. I believe that was Freddie Jimenez. We were trying to see the number on the replay, but a great block ahead by whoever that Mingus Union Marauder football player was. But now the Marauders cooking a little bit here on 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted on the Bradshaw 23. Harrison operating in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Arnado going up the gut and getting shut down. A gain of about 4 on that run for Mackay.
And I like the change up. That's how you utilize your different weapons and keep Alvarez fresh out there, because boy, when he gets that handoff, he's going for 30 yards, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Mackay Arnado getting a good run there. He'll be the running back for Mingus Union next year. He's the junior. Harrison operating in the backfield here with Mackay Arnado. 2 wide receivers on both ends, and that's going to be encroachment. And it'll push Mingus Union a little bit more forward here as we've got some flags down on the field. At least my idea is encroachment, and yep, there goes the head umpire to move the ball forward.
Coach Anguiano's got Coach Dixon over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, they got me again. That's great coaching by the Marauders, able to draw the Bears off sides. Free 5 yards.
So again, Harrison will operate in the backfield here alongside Mackay Arnado. Now they're going to change the play up here. Harrison going back under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off right side. That's going to be Hunter Perkins. Perkins trying to find a hole, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders. Hunter Perkins on the ground.
Gotta love it. Zach Harrison turns to his sidelines, gives him a big flex. Love it. Perkins does a nice job. You're going to see the replay here. First of all, that offensive line does a wonderful job of pushing off the ball. Perkins just kind of, he's driving behind, it looked like Islis or Choate out there, and they can't see him. The Bradshaw Bears can't see him, and he's able to just scramble right into the end zone untouched.
A lot of credit there to Calvin Miller as well, another lineman giving some protection to Hunter Perkins. Bueno will be on for the point after. Kick is up, almost blocked, but it does bounce off the crossbar. So instead, well, we'll keep operating here as Mingus Union will now take a 20-15 lead. Marauders will get an opportunity on defense to shut down the Bradshaw Mountain offense. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Let's make it a 20-15 game here on that rushing touchdown from Hunter Perkins. Mingus Union will kick it off. Ball returned around the 10 for Bradshaw Mountain. They're trying to get a big return here, and they may have gotten it. Going down the 50, 40, 30, 25-20. Cuts back around the 15, is shut down. So Mingus Union doing a great job of stopping that return from Bradshaw. But Nick, was that Acuna? It was, giving them a huge return. So now Bradshaw will start on Mingus 15.
And kudos go to Camacho, and it looks like Arnaudo out there who made the play to save that touchdown, because what a return by Acuna. Very, very similar to Alvarez out there, man. These guys got a lot of speed.
So we got a timeout on the field for Mingus Union. Ball will be spotted on the Marauder 14 when we come back here. 20-15 our score.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Huge return from Elijah Acuna puts Bradshaw into scoring territory here. 20-15 our score. Grady Rose for Bradshaw looking to get into the end zone. He'll hand it off to the right side, and it's going to be a small gain on that run for Bradshaw Mountain. Ricketts on the carry there for the Bears.
Boy, that's a tough ground and pound by the Bears, averaging just about over 4 yards for Ricketts each run. That's very, very tough to control for a defense.
Well, we'll see if Mingus Union can slow down the momentum here for Bradshaw Mountain after that huge return. Rose will operate in the backfield. He'll hand it off right side. Acuna, Esteban Loreto able to bring him down, gets a little help from a few other Marauders there on the tackle. And that will bring up third down.
And that was a nice little lick out there by Esteban. Acuna gets that ball, turns up with some speed, and boy, he's met real hard. And Zunic, you see there at the end of that one, coming in helping out his teammate.
So now we'll see what Bradshaw can do here on third down, right around the goal line here. Rose under center, man in motion. They're going to hand it off right up the gut again. Is that Ricketts? He is stopped regardless.
That's going to give the Bears a first down, though, which is tough because they are inside the 3-yard line now.
So Ricketts doing a great job of getting the first down, puts Bradshaw first and goal here with just a couple yards to go. They were able to punch it in last drive and, of course, convert on the 2-point conversion. But we'll see what they do here. As Rose again will operate under center with Acuna and Ricketts in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. Ricketts up the gut, stopped at the line. Nope, he'll keep going into the end zone. Touchdown for Bradshaw on that run from Gabriel Ricketts. The sophomore gets into the end zone again.
Boy, and he just barrels his way in. Looked like the Marauders stopped him, maybe at like the 1 or 2 yard line there, and then very similar to Perkins on the other side. He just has a little bit of patience, able to walk right in.
That'll put Bradshaw up here, 21-20 with about 8:19 to go in the second quarter. Still a lot of time for Mingus Union. Their offense playing very, very well so far, as Mitchell will be on for the extra point. We'll see if they fake it again. They're going to go for the kick this time. It is up and through the uprights. So 22-20 our score. Mingus Union looking to respond. They'll get an opportunity on offense here. When we come back, stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. 8:19 to go.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Tanner Mitchell will kick it away for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears here as they send the ball downfield to the waiting Angelo Alvarez and Hunter Perkins. I want to welcome you back to the broadcast here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. 22-20 as Bradshaw currently leads Mingus Union. Nick Marauders looking to make up some field here and get into the end zone, looking for another good return from Angelo Alvarez, as he's been phenomenal on special teams all season long so far. Mitchell will send it downfield, and he will kick it away from the Marauders into the back of the end zone, so that'll start the Marauders on their own 20.
Yeah, and you can tell the Bears were pumped about the touchback there, not having to worry about Alvarez return that. It's a booming kick, and boy, the Marauders, Zach Harrison and this offense, who've got a lot of momentum, have an 80-yard field to go, and they've gotten a touchdown each time they've had to go the distance.
Well, you can say the same thing for Bradshaw Mountain. Yep. They've been able to get in the end zone as well. Of course, a 2-point lead right now for Bradshaw because of their their 2-point conversion, and of course the missed extra point here from Marcus Bueno. We'll see how much that factors in later on in the game, but of course, Mingus with a big opportunity here to get back on the scoreboard. Harrison under center. He's going to hand it off right side. That's going to be Alvarez. Nope, they're going to hand it off instead to Perkins. Perkins is going to get dropped just shy of the first down here. Small gain for Hunter Perkins on that run. Or is that Worf? That was Austin Worf on that run, excuse me.
And Worf doing a little hard-nosed running. I love that, using all sorts of weapons. And you can see the replay there. Another nice job by Calvin Miller pancaking his guy. Boy, as a big guy, you got some extra breakfast when you made a pancake block.
Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Alvarez, excuse me, is going to run on that one, and not enough for the first down. Small gain there for Angelo Alvarez on the handoff to the left side. 7 minutes, 42 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And boy, this is quite the barn burner here. We were talking during the break. This is no punting game. Is the game that you want to see if you're a football fan.
So now it'll be third and very short for the Mingus Union Marauders as they look to convert and continue their drive. Ball is spotted on their own 29. Harrison under center. He'll take the, looks like we might see an offsides here against Mingus Union.
Yeah, we're going to get backed up a little bit. Loretto was very, very amped up on that play, ready to jump off the ball and try to pancake his guy. And unfortunately, it's a little bit too soon.
So it's going to back up Mingus Union just a little bit. We'll replay third down here as Mingus Union looks to convert. Harrison gets the call there from the head coaches up here in the booth and Coach Anguiano down on the field. So we've got again another stoppage in play here.
It might be some kind of an equipment or the ball setting.
Not really sure here as the...
oh, yeah, it's going to be some sort of an equipment issue there. You see one of the Bears running off. You're going to get a replacement.
Yeah, we'll get a quick substitution here as number 72, that is Kadum Otero, will come in as the nose tackle for Bradshaw. Harrison operating under center. 2 men in the backfield for him. Third down. Harrison takes the snap, flips it right. Angelo Alvarez gets a couple blockers on the right side. Just enough for the first down. Is it? We'll see if they give him the momentum forward. He might be just shy.
Yeah, it looks like
they're going to mark him 1 yard shy, so we'll have 4th and inches here for the Mingus Union Marauders. And we'll see what Mingus has in store. Of course, right around the goal line for Bradshaw Mountain. So with 4th and inches, maybe you try for something here, but we could see a punt.
Yeah, I don't know. And this is a big game, and like we talked about earlier, whoever comes up with that first stop is going to get a lot of momentum. And here we go. You got a timeout by the Marauders. They want to think about it.
Well, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4th down for the Mingus Union Marauders. They're down 22-20 in the second quarter. Stay with us here.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
6 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 4th down for the Mingus Union Marauders, 4th and short. They are currently down 22-20 against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. It's homecoming here in Prescott Valley. As Marauders trying to play spoiler for the first home game for the Bears. Of course, Mingus Union will get their first official home game next week against Arcadia. That'll be their homecoming, and hopefully it'll result in a win.
Yeah, very exciting. Arcadia, not an opponent that we're too familiar with, so it'll be a nice game at home.
Harrison operating in the backfield. We'll see what the Marauders do here on 4th and very short. Harrison's going to take the direct snap and pick up the first down and a little bit more. First down, Marauders. Great run and great play call from Mingus Union.
Love the gamble all night. We have seen 4th downs. Nobody's punting this football.
No.
Everybody wants to drive down the field and score. Gotta love it. Harrison is a man determined. You just saw that replay. He was not going down by an arm tackle by any means.
Great play call there from Mingus Union as they pick up the first down. A lot of blockers ahead. O-line doing a good job. Angelo Alvarez down there as well in the trenches. That'll be 1st and 10 for Mingus Union on their own 37-yard line here. Harrison will operate under the backfield, or excuse me, under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off left side, and not a huge run here for Mingus Union as Perkins just picks up a couple yards on that run on the handoff up the middle. Kelly on the tackle there for Bradshaw Mountain. 22-20 our score here in the second quarter. Bring up second down for the Marauders on their own 38-yard line.
And that offensive line continues to do a great job for the Marauders, not only helping convert that 4th down we just saw, but on that first down play, Nick Schote up the field about 7 yards on his block still.
Harrison in the backfield. Going to change the play call here. Perkins and Angelo Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison under center. He's going to roll out to his left. Harrison, pressure coming. Quick pass to the left side is incomplete. Pass intended for Angelo Alvarez. It'll bring up 3rd down.
I like the play call by Harrison. I like the change up at the line. Looks like the senior made a judgment when he saw that Bears defense. Does a good job rolling out, and it looked like Loretto had a good setup on the block. So, you know, if you're Harrison, slow that down just a tiny bit and give yourself a little bit of time because he had some receivers out there. Nonetheless, big 3rd down for the Marauders.
Marauders are going to convert here on 3rd down. Again, ball spotted on their own 38-yard line. Harrison operating in the backfield, trips left. We'll see what Mingus Union can do here with Alvarez alongside him. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his left, looking to pass. Pressure coming. Harrison wrapped up from behind and brought down. It'll be a loss for Mingus Union to bring up 4th down. And that was number 19 for Bradshaw, Malachi Stevenson.
Boy, and how about the speed by Stevenson, able to close in. Harrison thought he was going to be able to get away from that, and Stevenson showcases that speed, says, no, you're not.
So to bring up 4th and long, and now we could see our first punt of the evening here for either team as Mario Camacho is lined up deep. I think he's the first person besides Zach Harrison to punt it here. Camacho sends it downfield. Good punt there as we return around the 35-yard line and fair catched around the 35. So that's where Bradshaw will start.
First punt of the game.
Yeah, first offensive drive stop for either team, too.
Yep, time for the Marauders to come up big on defense here. You know that Bradshaw unit still got momentum, and, hey, nothing takes away from the Mingus offense. You know, punting is a part of the game. I mean, you can't go down and score on every drive, so you know that Marauder offense will get to the sidelines. They'll huddle up, talk about that last series, what we did wrong, what went right, and get back out there and fix it.
So Bradshaw will start on their own 35-yard line on the fair catch. So now we'll see what Mingus Union can do, looking to get a stop of their own. 1st and 10 for Bradshaw. Rose operating under center as Bradshaw gets ready. Man of the backfield, that's Ricketts. Rose takes the snap, hands it off left side. That's going to be Acuna. Acuna brought down right near the goal line, or excuse me, right near the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down here.
Doesn't even look like they're going to give him a yard on that. Yeah. So nice job by the Marauders defense. Able to fly to the outside of the ball and stop Acuna from turning upfield.
So Acuna, not much on that run, if anything. So it'll bring up 2nd down here. Marauders again looking for a stop of their own on defense before we head into halftime. High-scoring game so far, 22-20. In a close contest between these two 4A Grand Canyon region teams. Rose operating under center here with two men, or excuse me, operating the backfield. He's going to take the snap, drop back to pass. Mackay, pressure coming. Pass over the middle. It is incomplete. Flag is down. I think we might see another PI.
Yeah, we most certainly are. And boy, that's Max Leckington on the coverage. Didn't quite look like, we're going to get to see the replay here. Let's see what Leckington was guilty of, because that ball didn't really look catchable. Looked like maybe Leckington had a hand on him, but otherwise that ball didn't really look too catchable.
Well, regardless, it'll be a pass interference call against Mingus Union High School, so that's going to push the ball up even further for Bradshaw Mountain, get them spotted as we wait here around the 50-yard line. It'll be on the Bradshaw side of the 50-yard line, but it will bring up a fresh set of downs. First and 10 again, ball spotted on the 50-yard line. Rose operating under center, takes the snap, hands it off left side. That's Ricketts. Ricketts, small gain on that run. Good stop by the Marauder D-line. Gonna bring up second down.
Boy, Ricketts has got some good size to him, huh?
Hey, big kid.
You can see him run through that line of scrimmage. It's one of the taller guys.
6 foot, 200-pound sophomore.
Whew.
I think I was about 5'6" when I was in high school, especially as a sophomore.
I could have been shorter.
I think could have. That's true.
Yeah, you got me beaten height, but I had you beaten weight for sure. So,
we bring up second down here. Bradshaw looking to convert for a first down. Rose operating in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. Mingus Union able to wrap up the handoff right in the backfield. Esteban Loreto on the tackle. Big stop for Mingus Union, or actually that's Makai Arnado with a huge stop, and that'll push Bradshaw back and bring up third down.
I love it. These guys after that big tackle in the backfield there.
That was Esteban Loreto.
That's going to be Esteban, and you can see him get up and give him a big chest bump there over to the sidelines. Chest bump city almost. Hopefully we can reference that some more times tonight.
Yeah, we're looking for some play.
But boy, Esteban, nice job at getting that backfield and making the Bears pay for that one.
Now to bring up third down here. Ball spotted on the Bradshaw 49 officially. Rose will operate in the backfield. Looks like Acuna alongside him. Rose takes the snap, it's loose. Rose picks it up. Marauders looking for a stop. Ball's loose again. Picked up by Mingus Union around the 40. Turnover for the Marauders.
Gotta love it. Isaiah Latham. Way to be there. That's a fantastic defensive play. Marauders able to capitalize on the Bears' mistakes. Look at the pressure Arkai Arnado puts on him. And
there's Latham.
Great job.
Isaiah Lathan falls on top of him. Makai Arnado able to jump right on Grady Rose after that initial snap. And the Marauders with a turnover, now an opportunity here on offense. They'd love to score before we head into halftime. Down 22-20. We've got just under about 2 minutes to go here. Harrison operating under center. They're going to hand it off. Arnado up the middle. Got the tackle. He'll get a few yards on that run. Just about 6 here to bring up second down. But, Nick, this might be the momentum shift you and I were talking about.
Big turnover. Turnovers are going to be huge in this game. And, boy, right there, that's already going to give the Marauders momentum. And just like you said, they want to score and get back on top of the Bears here going into half.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter, 22-20. As we get close to heading into halftime, of course, Bradshaw will start with the ball when we come back from halftime. Harrison under center. He's going to roll out to his left. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Harrison just gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that run. It'll bring up third down for the Marauders.
Yeah, that's a tough one. A design scramble out there, and the Bears do a great job of spying on Harrison, able to close in on him.
1 minute, 30 seconds here in the second quarter. Third down for the Mingus Union Marauders. Ball spotted on the Bears 35. Again, 22-20 our score. Harrison operating under center. 2 men in the backfield. That's going to be Perkins and Alvarez. Harrison takes the snap. Rolls out to his right, looking to pass. Right over the middle is completed to Angelo Alvarez. Alvarez sheds a couple defenders, still on his feet. Alvarez cuts back and into the end zone. Touchdown Marauders. They're able to get the lead back with 1:07 to go in the second quarter. Great play by Zach Harrison, completing that pass on the scramble to Angelo.
Honestly, give it to the playmakers.
Wow.
Huh? Man, do they make something happen out there. Harrison does a great job of finding a wide open Alvarez, and you already know Alvarez is going to do the rest of his legs. He does a little juke move when he's going in the end zone there, and that Bear just kept going out to the sidelines. That's a great play by the Marauders, and back on top.
Well, this is capitalizing on the mistakes of Bradshaw. Of course, the unfortunate fumble for Grady Rose. does set up Mingus Union perfectly for that offensive drive. And now they're going to go in, I believe, for the 2-point conversion to try to extend this lead, possibly 28-22 with 1:07 to go. Harrison under center. Takes the snap, rolls out to his left. Harrison, pressure coming, trying to get the edge. Harrison hit hard, and he's down. Harrison slow to get up on that contact. That was a rough hit.
Yeah, definitely an argument there for a helmet contact.
No flags. I don't see
no
a flag.
flags on the play. That was a hard hit, and it looked like it came directly helmet to helmet, but no flags on the play. Harrison shakes it off.
Yeah, Zach is, you can physically see it. Zach now sitting down, hit hard on that play. No flags on the field. So our score will remain 26-22 with 1:07 to go. Not sure about that one here in the second quarter. Stay with us.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Bradshaw with a huge return, trying to get it past the 40. Now will get brought down around the 30. Bradshaw with a huge opportunity here as we get closer to the end of the second quarter. Now with an opportunity to score.
Yeah, what a return there. And again, on the touchdown saving tackle is going to be the tag team of Camacho and Arnuato out there. So good job on those guys, not letting them get into the end zone.
There is a player down for Bradshaw Mountain. I believe that we'll see where the number is when they get up. But, of course, we had the injury with Brazen early on the side of Mingus Union. It's side now of Bradshaw getting an injury here. Of course, we don't know the extent too much here, but
what's nice is Harrison looks okay. Harrison looks like he just had to sit down, shake that one off. I mean, obviously his bell was rung.
It clearly was. Just a blatantly missed call. I'm just going to say it. I genuinely, you got to protect the kids in head-to-head contact hits like that.
And here we go. The Bears set up real close to the end zone here, inside the red zone after a great return from the Bears.
Well, this is an opportunity here for Mingus Union to respond properly, of course, to what happened near the goal line when on their 2-point conversion opportunity here. But we'll see what Bradshaw's got in store as they are knocking on the door here to try to get this lead back before we head to halftime. Rose will operate under center. Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Rose trying to get some room here on the left side. He'll get stopped just shy. Not even near the first down instead. Just about a 3-yard run on the right side there on the run from Rose. We got a timeout on the side of Bradshaw. We'll stay here. We know we got only a few seconds left before we head into halftime. Do hope that you stick around for the halftime show here and the second half of this very exciting game. We'll have an opportunity to talk with T-Bone Allred, a former Mingus Union Marauder here. Did also get an opportunity to play under Bob Young and play alongside you, Nick, and had T-Bone also on Off the Bench this week's episode. If you want to check out an extended interview with Mr. Allred. He's coaching football over in the Czech Republic, the Pilsen Patriots. And it's a great interview if you want to check that out. But we'll have our halftime interview here with him in just a few minutes here, Nick.
It's great to see the ex-Marauders out doing some stuff like that. That's T-Bone. What a defensive lineman T-Bone was. I hated having to practice against him, man. And boy, he was just a monster on that defensive line. And, yeah, you bet him and I got to share a lot of moments playing Bradshaw Mountain.
Yeah, he'll talk about a couple of those here again. That'll be during the halftime show. But before we get into halftime, we got to finish up the second quarter here. Bradshaw, ball spotted on their own 10, or the Marauder 10. They're going to hand it off right side. That's going to be Ricketts. Ricketts shut down behind the line and brought down.
I like it. And you see Zunich come in at the end of that play and lay the lick out there. And I like that. No flags on the play, and maybe that's because at the other side they missed one.
We got another timeout here on the side of Bradshaw Mountain. Again, we'll stick around. Thank a couple of our sponsors here for sponsoring the game here. We're getting close to the end of the second quarter here. I want to thank Jackson Hewitt Rice Accounting, Larry Green Chevrolet, Tiffany Construction, and Gettles High Desert Mechanical for sponsoring this portion of the broadcast. Of course, we'll have our Gettles High Desert Mechanical post-game show and our Verde Lee Market Player of the Game. We got a couple names here that we can float around for that, but you have to stick around to the end of the game to find out who we end up deciding here. Cheer team getting the Marauders pumped up, getting the traveling fans fired up for the rest of the second quarter.
Great to see the mascot out there for the Marauders
first year, first time this season.
Good traveling by the Marauders.
I do want to say the cheer team is running a fundraiser to get a little bit more equipment for them. So check out their Facebook page for more information there. We'll get you some more information next week about that. But here we go. Marauders looking for a stop on third down. Rose takes the snap, hands it off. He's going to roll out left. Pressure coming into the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Great defense from Hunter Perkins. It'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, nice job. Great job by Perkins. Just batting that thing down. Gotta love it. He's getting his defense pumped up. Says, there we go, boys. That's how we're going to do it.
So Rose on the play action tries to get it into the back of the end zone, but Hunter Perkins does a great job of batting that one away. 21 seconds left here in the second quarter. Again, Mingus Union leading 26-22 as they look to stop Bradshaw here on fourth down and head into halftime with the lead against the Bears. Another timeout here for Bradshaw, Bob. And I'll tell you what, Nick, a stop here on fourth down. I know, a lot of timeout. Yeah, I thought we had 3, but I guess Bob's got 6.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Of course. We love Coach Young here. Well, you know,
the big
you got to set something up with 21 seconds left. I'm sure Bob saw something where he's going to try to make a play and take advantage of it, but
I don't think you see the field goal unit come out right now because that's not going to get you the lead.
No.
And in a region game like this where you're battling you're right, it's homecoming. You're also battling for a playoff position here. This is already one of those games that'll determine who can make it into the playoffs. So, yeah, you definitely know Bob Young's going for the win. So it doesn't look like, no field goal unit out there. That's the offense.
21 seconds left here. Rose operating lone man in the backfield. And we've got another timeout, this time on the side of Mingus Union. Again, we're going to stay here. We got about 20 seconds left in the second quarter before we head to halftime. Again, we hope you join us for the halftime show here as well as the rest of the second half. I mean, you're really not going to want to miss it.
No. How about the coaching battle we have going on here? I absolutely love the timeout that the Marauders just take. So basically what you see set up is Bradshaw takes a timeout on a big fourth down play. They come back to the line of scrimmage. They're clearly going for it, obviously.
Yep.
And they're set up on the line. And then Mingus takes the timeout. They say, oh, you know what? That's how you're going to set it up? All right, timeout. We're going to get our guys ready. What a great coaching chess match we have tonight, which is Bob Young, Neil Dixon, and
his former players.
Yeah.
Most of, if not all of his former players here. Most of the Mingus Union staff played under Coach Bob Young. That includes head coach Dave Monsabayez. Rose will operate under center. Man in motion. Rose going to roll out to pass. Blocked away, but recovered by Acuna. He'll get dropped down. The Marauders with a huge stop before we head to halftime.
Boy, you know they're pumped up on the sidelines. There's a little bit of chest bump city going on down there. That's fantastic. You'd imagine the Marauders will go into halftime with a lead, which is absolutely huge here at Bob Pavlich Field.
Well, of course, Bradshaw will start with the ball when we head back from halftime, but Mingus Union with an opportunity here. Of course, the hope is that they'll just kneel it and head into halftime with the lead. We saw them attempt a couple plays against Flagstaff, but I think Mingus Union, they're just going to direct snap. We'll get into that quote-unquote victory formation. Of course, it is 26-20 Mingus Union. 26-22, Mingus Union leading Bradshaw Mountain. A complete flip of the script from when we were here in 2019, when we were at the Cave in 2020, and here in 2021, these Mingus Union Marauders are a brand new team.
Yeah, such an exciting game so far. And like you said, boy, Flagstaff was the indicator for great region games. And here we are in the middle of a big battle tonight.
Well, what a great job so far from the Mingus Union Marauders here in the first half. Of course, we will recap the first half. We'll get you ready for the second half as the Mingus Union Marauders head to the locker room up 26-22 against region opponent Bradshaw Mountain High School in homecoming here at Prescott Valley. We'll be right back with the halftime.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community, and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com. Want
to welcome you back here to the halftime show here at Bob Pavlich Field. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. What an exciting first half, Nick, in this storied rivalry between these two teams, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears and the Mingus Union Marauders. Mingus Union currently leading 26-20. Nick, scoot a little bit more my way here, but what an exciting first half. The Marauder offense has been responding well. The Marauder defense able to come up with big opportunities, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, but wow, what an exciting first half between these two region teams.
Great region football, and I'd expect nothing less. You know the Marauders have a sour taste in their mouth after the loss last season against Bradshaw.
And the year before.
And it was always such a close game between these two Mingus Mountain rivalries, and here we are tonight again in the middle of another one of these close ones.
Well, you got a couple guys here, you know, your Zach Harrisons, your Anthony Islis, your Esteban Loretto, Angelo Alvarez. These guys have played against Bradshaw for all 4 years. Of course, they were just, you know, freshmen in 2018 when Mingus Union knocked Bradshaw out of the playoffs. 2019, Zach Harrison takes over the offense, has a tough time here at Bob Pavlich Field. 2020, we're back in the cave for the reunion of Bob Young taking on then head coach Doug Provenzano. And Nick, we're back here at Bob Pavlich Field. This is a new team, and Mingus Union is making that very known. Like we talked about, region opponent teams. Region games, I should say, are always exciting, and if that Flagstaff game was any indication of how good this game is going to be, 26-22 at the end of the first half is a great sign for a phenomenal football game.
An absolute barn burner. And gotta love, I've talked about it a couple times already during the broadcast, the coaching schemes going on. It's fantastic. You have such a chess match going on here. You've got people, we're going for it on fourth down. You're doing fake punts. Yeah. We're going for, we're drawing people off sides. Marauders, 2 out of 3 times that worked. The encroachment penalties, just smart play, great coaching going on. Both sides of the ball right now. It's quite a chess match, like we said earlier, between Bob Young and his former players on the Marauders coaching staff.
Yeah, very much a possibility of the students becoming the master as they continue to play against Bob Young. And the idea is it's going to keep happening for as long as Bob stays here at Bradshaw Mountain. But, of course, right now here in 2021, 26-22, Mingus Union leading right now. Of course, Bradshaw will start with the ball to begin the second half. So let's take a look at the home team, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Grady Rose, despite the fumble, has been effective. Maybe not on the ground, but definitely through the air. 4 for 5, 37 yards passing so far. Opportunities have been there, but Mingus's D-line is doing a great job of containing the quarterback for the Bears.
Yeah, and I'll go as far as saying also the DBs and safeties too, because only having 37 yards, sure, he's got a good completion percentage. Yep. One of those passes went for -2 yards to Acuna right at the end of that half. Yep. And you're not letting them get any breakout plays, which is great.
We'll take a look at Elijah Acuna. I mean, like you said, Nick, he has been solid on the ground as well. We'll talk about his counterback, Gabriel Ricketts, here in just a little bit. But 11 carries, 48 yards on the ground for Acuna. 1 touchdown so far. He had just over 200 against Yunker, and Mingus Union doing a good job right now of shutting down the running back. Excuse me, 1 second, continue.
He is tough to contain. I'll tell you what, Acuna is fast, very, very similar to Alvarez style running that football, and that's very, very tough to contain. The Marauders have done a good job so far. Then you got Ricketts on the other side. How about that? 49 yards, 14 carries. Kid's averaging just over 4 yards a carry. That's tough. I mean, that is hard-nosed football, and that's tough to stop. And the Marauders are going to have to – it's going to come down to one of these turnover on possessions here, whether it's a fumble like we saw earlier or the fourth down stop at the end of that first half.
Well, that's going to be the question is who can continue to take advantage. I mean, we saw it right here. You and I talked about when is that big stop going to happen.
Right.
Bradshaw had the big stop. Marauders had to punt. And then luck drawn or draw luck. I mean, Mingus Union was able to capitalize almost right after that on the unfortunate fumble with Grady Rose and get down and score. Attempted the 2-point conversion, didn't complete it, and right there, you get Bradshaw back on offense. They storm down the field. They get great field position off a kick return right before we're about to end the first half. Knocking at the door, and Mingus's defense does a great job of shutting down that momentum for Bradshaw.
That comes in clutch when you need it. That was if the Marauders needed a defensive stop, they got it at the right time, which is right at the end of the half, not letting the Bears take the lead again. So the Marauders maintain the lead, and boy, it's such a dogfight out here. And like we said earlier, the Marauders capitalizing on that fumble from Grady, and Grady was just trying to make a play out there.
Oh, yeah.
He really was just trying to scramble around and make a play. Ended up like palming the ball with one hand. Never the smartest idea because he ended up losing that one. Isaiah Latham, fantastic job of just dropping on top of that ball. Yep. Also, ball safety while we're talking about it. How about Glassman out there on the kick, just dropping on it? So good job by the Marauders.
Yeah, of course, Glassman picking up that onside kick, as Nick mentioned early on in the, I believe it was the first quarter or maybe the beginning part of the second quarter. But regardless, 26-22, Mingus Union doing very well. Let's take a look at Mingus Union stats here. Zach Harrison. Solid on the ground. You love to see that. He's had a couple opportunities over the air. Does have a passing touchdown. 2 for 3, 49 yards. That completion to Angelo Alvarez, resulting in a huge touchdown for the Mingus Union Marauders. And we'll take a look here at his rushing stats. Zach had a couple opportunities on the ground, but really Angelo Alvarez has made his claim here in Prescott Valley.
Yeah, in the region entirely, and in the state, as some of those accolades we were talking about in the pregame, and just phenomenal. These guys don't need much. I mean, you can see 120 yards on 5 carries for Alvarez running the football. He just makes big plays.
Yeah.
He's a big playmaker, and Harrison's 2 for 3, a touchdown, and that's another fantastic quarterback rating.
Yeah.
He doesn't need much. He's got a lot of playmakers that are coming forward, and it doesn't help for the Bears when not only we got Alvarez, but then you got some height in Contreras and Jimenez on the offense too. So you got to keep an eye on those guys, which is going to leave the offense open to utilize other weapons.
You've got the offset back with Makai Arnado, who's also been solid, kind of the counter to the speedy Angelo Alvarez, and along with the speedy Austin Worf and Hunter Perkins. So Arnado's been great being incorporated in the offense here. You can see the color guard and the marching band doing their performance here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Of course, their band director, Philip Blackwell, was on our program off the bench not too long ago. I know he's excited about the start of the band season here. His first year at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Great guy. Go check out that interview, putting together a phenomenal show. But Nick, the Mingus Union Marauders are putting on a phenomenal show so far. Before we head into the second half, I got the opportunity to talk with T-Bone Allred. We will be joined by T-Bone Allred right here on the halftime show as we get you ready for the second half. Mingus Union leading 26-22 at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. When we come back, T-Bone Allred will be on the broadcast. Stay with us.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
To the halftime show here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. I am joined now by a former Mingus Union Marauder, T-Bone Allred. T-Bone, welcome onto the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we are very happy to have you here. T-Bone, former Mingus Union Marauder, is now found himself coaching American-style football in the Czech Republic with the Pilsen Patriots of the Czech Republic. T-Bone, can you tell us just kind of briefly how you found yourself from Cottonwood all the way overseas in the Czech Republic?
Yeah, I was just hopping from team to team, went to some tryouts that we weren't supposed to be at, and found some coaches. Then we were coached with Lob Riscano up in Sedona, and we threw out our name. We put it online over and over again. We got a bunch of turndowns, and then all of a sudden it was like the perfect fit. And so they weeded through us, and we went out there, and they noticed that we can coach from the bottom all the way to the top, and they hired us. So
yeah, so you find yourself going, you find yourself going from Little Cottonwood all the way to the Czech Republic. Obviously, the Mingus Union Marauders are in a battle right now against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Bob Young, currently the head coach over there at Bradshaw Mountain. You, a former Mingus Union Marauder, got a chance to play under Coach Young. First and foremost, how weird is it to see Coach Young in a different uniform? And secondly, what did he mean to you as a mentor and also as a coach during your time at Mingus?
Oh, it's extremely weird to see him as on the other side of the ball. It's nuts. I never thought he would go that way. I always thought it was going to be red and silver forever.
Yeah.
So to see him on the other side is just nuts. And it meant everything playing for Coach Young. He taught me so much about winning. He taught me so much about football, dedication. I can remember watching kids ride their bikes at 5 a.m. to make 6 a.m. practices. I mean, dedication like that just doesn't happen anywhere else. He's a phenomenal mentor.
Well, he's also got a phenomenal staff around him. Of course, Coach Neil Dixon, of course, Rick Walsworth. I mean, there's a plethora of coaches that have come through and coached under Coach Young and players who are now coaches who have played under Coach Young. So his impact is definitely felt throughout. It seems like the entire world now, considering that you're over in the Czech Republic. But Coach Young carries a lot of history here. Like I mentioned, the Marauders in a battle right now against the Bears. You had your opportunities to play against Bradshaw Mountain. Do you have one battle between the two teams that kind of sticks in your mind a little bit?
My senior year, the last time we went up against was our last normal game. We kicked them out of the playoffs. Played one of the best games I'd ever played. Broke some ribs, broke my foot, broke my hands. I had to be carted off the field to go to the hospital, but we left everything on the field, blocked a punt. It was unbelievable. And years later, we see some of those people from the other side. We're like, hey, we did that.
I had the opportunity to do play-by-play with Nick Yatsinko. I know you and Nick got a chance to play a little football together while you guys were attending Mingus Union. You got any stories about Big Nick on the O-line?
Oh, Big Nick. Every time we saw Nick, that dude had a smile on his face. It didn't matter what we were doing. Nick is just an amazing dude. And to see him, like, doing play-by-plays is awesome. I remember, like, we're hitting. I was like, this sucks. He's like, dude, we're going to get some pizza after this. I was like, what? He's like, dude, we're going to go get some pie. Don't even worry about it. Like, that kid never stressed about anything. It was awesome to have around. Great for morale.
Yeah, we definitely love Nick Yatsinko here at Yavapai Broadcasting. And we've got some more football coming up here on the other side of this break. T-Bone, thank you very much for coming on the show. I know the Patriots right now are having a pretty solid season here in 2021, so hopefully you guys can continue that momentum and carry that through the playoffs and possibly a Czech Republic championship or whatever it is at the end that you guys get. But look, thank you very much for coming on the show and sharing your experience, not only playing against Bradshaw, but for playing for Mingus.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll finish up the halftime show here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Want to welcome you back here inside of the halftime show at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Want to congratulate the Bradshaw Mountain Band for their performance and best luck to them when we roll around to a competition time for them. And Mr. Blackwell, of course, the band director at Bradshaw Mountain. They put on a great show for us here at the halftime show. But Nick, players on the field have been putting on a phenomenal show as well. You can see the Mingus Union Marauders making their way onto the field. 26-22 at halftime here, and Nick, a very, very interesting game for the Mingus Union Marauders.
Such a good game, and hey, one of these teams is going to walk away with a winning record, and the other team's going to walk away with a losing record. So, you know, both these teams are battling for that. They don't want to get out here with a loss, especially since this is possibly playoff contention right here. I mean, winner of this has a much better chance of getting into the 4A playoffs.
Right. Well, outside of that too, you've got homecoming for Bradshaw. Of course, Mingus wants to spoil that. You've got their first region game here. Mingus has already played against Flagstaff. So, if anything, Mingus is doing exactly what you said, making a statement here and showing the rest of the 4A Grand Canyon region that they're not little brother anymore.
No, and they did that against Flagstaff.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the Marauders should have walked away with a victory in NAU.
Right.
And Flagstaff came up with a miracle to win that game. Just really phenomenal quarterback and wide receiver for the Eagles. But, yeah, like you just said, the Marauders are definitely showcasing their back in this Grand Canyon region looking to win it.
Some interesting statistics here as we were looking before this game got started, speaking with my producer Ryan Nichols about what we could expect here tonight. And statistically, of course, Mingus Union loves to do their scoring in the first half. They've scored about 25, 26 points in the first half, so right about where they're supposed to be. Bradshaw Mountain statistically scored about 6.5 points in the first half, so Bradshaw already doubling that total. In the second half, however, Mingus Union outscores Bradshaw not by much, by about 11 points. Mingus Union scores in the third and fourth quarter combined, whereas Bradshaw scores about 9 points combined between the two quarters.
I have a feeling that is going to be pushed to the limit tonight. I think both these teams are going to come out and score more points.
Yeah.
I think they're going to I think we could end up in the 40s on each side here, the way these offenses are playing. All we've seen is one punt, a turnover, and a fumble. I mean, otherwise, it's been scoring.
Well, we're hoping that Mingus Union will be able to do just that, Nick, and get a couple more scores on the board before we head into the start of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll reiterate our 3 keys to the game and get you ready for the second half. Mingus Union leading before we head to the third.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
I'm Chris.
We will pick up the third quarter here as Mingus Union High School will kick it downfield to the awaiting Bradshaw Mountain Bears. That ball will roll into the back of the end zone. So Bradshaw Mountain, Nick, will start on their own 20 as we get the third quarter going. Mingus Union leading 26-22.
And good job by Bueno, leaving his team in the best position possible, making the Bradshaw Bears go 80 yards if they're going to score.
So, again, Bradshaw will start on their own 20. As we get the third quarter going, they'll start on offense here, a fresh 12 minutes on the clock at Bob Pavlich Field. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Rose for Bradshaw will operate under center. Here on 1st and 10, he takes the snap, hands it off right side. Mingus Union wraps him up behind the line. That intended run to Acuna shut down immediately.
Man, Latham, Schote, and Islis out there, there's just no way that Bears offensive line can push him out.
Nope.
Nick Schote was in the backfield. It seemed like quicker than the running back.
So a great stop there by the Mingus Union Marauders will bring up 2nd down. Rose again operating under center, man in the backfield. Man in motion. Rose going to hand it up the middle. It'll be a good run there for Bradshaw Mountain. Not enough for the first down, but it'll get him a little bit closer here and bring up 3rd down. That run by Ricketts again only results in about maybe about 5.
And again, Ricketts has got quite the average tonight. Boy, if he's averaging 3.8 yards, and man, if you can do that every single play, you never have to punt.
So now Bradshaw will operate 3rd down, ball spotted on their own 24-yard line. Mingus Union looking for a big stop, had one early on. Let's see if they can get one here. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rose, man in motion, that's Acuna. And we're going to get a flag. That one is going to be a false start, and it's going to back up Bradshaw.
Ooh, going to give the Marauders, again, got to capitalize on this. Going to be a long 3rd down for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears.
So, yeah, it will bring up 3rd down here. Ball moved to the Bradshaw 19. It'll be 3rd and long, so Mingus Union looking to get a stop here as the ball is right about where Bradshaw started. Rose operating, lone man in the backfield. Oh, no, I take that back. He's lined up there with Ricketts. Rose takes the snap, dropping back to pass, looking right, going to air it out down the field. It is completed to Mitchell. Mitchell down the 30 into the end zone. A quick score for Bradshaw. Over the air, Rose to Mitchell, touchdown.
What a ball, huh, Phillip? That is a perfectly placed football by Grady. I mean, honestly, you're going to see the replay here for those watching on Verde Valley Television, and what a football. Man, you see that at the college level. He just drops that into Mitchell while he's sprinting full speed. Camacho's right there on that coverage, but boy, just a great play by the Bradshaw Mountain quarterback.
A quick score for the Bears makes this game 28-26, 10-19 to go in the third quarter. We will get the extra point here as Mitchell, who received the touchdown, will go in for the extra point. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it's through the uprights. 29-26 goes our score. Mingus Union will get an opportunity on offense here in the third quarter. Stay with us on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Mingus Union getting an opportunity here on offense as Bradshaw will kick it away with the ball lined up on their own 40. Tanner Mitchell in to send it downfield for the Bears. Just caught a receiving touchdown to give the Bears the lead here in the third quarter. 29-26, 3-point lead for the Bears, as Mitchell will look to send it downfield to the awaiting Angelo Alvarez, who will let it go out of bounds around the 5-yard line. There's going to be a flag down. So that'll push Mingus forward a little bit here. Give them an opportunity to strike back after the quick score by the Bears.
Yeah, big strike, and boy, what a play. What a football Grady threw there. And yep, time for Harrison and this Marauders offense to get back to it. No stress out there. That offensive line and the running backs, they're ready to go. These guys have been composed all game, executing well. We got to continue to do that. We talked during the halftime show about these teams not scoring a lot of points in the second half. I think tonight we're going to see a lot of points in the second half.
Ball will be spotted on the Marauder 35 here on 1st and 10 with about 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Harrison will operate in the backfield alongside Angelo Alvarez. Trips left for Mingus Union. Harrison takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Harrison's going to air it out to the right side, completed to Freddie Jimenez, and they'll say he made the catch, just shy of the first down, but a good completion for the Marauders.
Love it. That's how you answer right there. Start the drive out hot like that. Nice pass by Harrison. Puts it only where Jimenez can get it. Yeah, good ball. What a little toe touch
Keeping
there.
the toes there, yeah. Nice catch by Freddie Jimenez. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Mingus Union Marauders. Ball spotted on the Marauder 44. Harrison again lining up in the backfield here. Harrison takes the snap, dropping back to pass, pressure coming. Harrison almost flushed out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, intended for Ian Contreras. And that will bring up 3rd down. That pass almost intercepted on the deflection from Ian Contreras, but thankfully no damage done.
Yeah, thrown a little bit behind Contreras, as you just saw it on your screen there, but nonetheless, Marauders have a 3rd and really manageable here.
Harrison operating in the backfield here, trips left. Man in the backfield with him, that's Angelo Alvarez. Harrison. Marauders just need a yard here to get the first down on 3rd down. Ball is snapped. Harrison's going to take the direct snap. Almost stumbles, but does get the first down. Yeah, great little run there from Zach Harrison.
Great smart play by Harrison. Doesn't take too much time thinking about it. He's got an option pitch and decides, you know what, I can get this first down. Let me get it.
So now to bring up 1st and 10 for the Mingus Union Marauders. Ball spotted on their own 48-yard line. Get a fresh set of downs here. So Harrison sort of rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling his way for a first down. And now Mingus Union will look to go into the end zone. Down by 3 here, 29-26 with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left. Trips right here for Zach Harrison operating out of the backfield. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Harrison right over the middle, incomplete to Ian Contreras. And that'll bring up 2nd down here for Mingus Union.
And just an absolute bullet by Harrison there. I'm going to throws that football very, very hard in there. Contreras almost comes up with the catch. But again, not sure if it's the route running or they're just missing each other on that. But Contreras has to turn around a little bit, which causes the incompletion.
2nd down here for Mingus Union. Ball be snapped. Harrison's going to flip it left to Angelo Alvarez. Alvarez trying to get the edge on the left side. He will get it, get the first down, and get wrapped up around the 35. Still on his feet, brought down around the 30. First down, Mingus Union. Angelo Alvarez bailing Mingus out again.
Man, he is so tough to stop. And for all those Marauder fans, thank goodness he's on our side of the field.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Great block ahead for Mingus Union to give Alvarez a little bit more room on that run.
And you're going to see here another wrap up by the face mask and back of the helmet there. Again, on that play, that's a couple times tonight. No flags, and the Marauders get taken down near that head area, which you never like to see.
Trips left here for Mingus Union. Harrison's going to roll out to his left. Pressure coming behind him. Harrison going to toss it to the corner. It is incomplete. Pass intended to Hunter Perkins. Looking for Perkins on the left side near the sideline around the 20, but it falls incomplete. It'll bring up second down for Mingus Union.
And I like the chance there. Go to your air game. Harrison's doing a great job of finding his receivers out there. And Perkins almost comes up with that one.
So now Mingus Union here on second down. 9 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, Bradshaw leading Mingus Union 29-26, able to strike early on here to start the third quarter. Harrison under center, 2 men in the backfield. Harrison is going to roll out to his left, looking to pass. Harrison airs it out deep into double coverage. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Ian Contreras. Risky play, thankfully results into nothing for either team.
And boy, it almost looked like, you're going to get to see the replay, it almost looked like Contreras thought that maybe the Bradshaw Bears were going to come up with that one, because it kind of went right by him. It could have been a couple yards in front of him, but boy, good camera work there. We're going to get a good look. And yeah, you know what? It might have been a couple yards in front of him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no, like you said, that's good ball protection, because otherwise that ends up in the hands of the Bradshaw Mountain DBs.
Well, of course, we've only got so much of an angle up here, but regardless, it'll bring up third down. Mingus Union looking to convert. Harrison's going to drop back to pass again. Pressure coming on the right side. Harrison trying to throw it across the field. It is completed, or excuse me, incomplete to Hunter Perkins. And no call. Oh, jersey tug in there at the end for Mingus Union, but no call as Harrison flushed out of the pocket to pass right. Pass intended for Hunter Perkins, but falls incomplete. So it's going to bring up fourth down. However, Mingus Union does have Marcus Bueno, who does have the leg.
He could definitely tie this up. We're just about in his field goal range.
Ball is spotted on the Bradshaw 31. Mingus Union looking to convert. 4th and 10. Harrison trips left. Looking to make something happen. He'll take the snap, dropping back to pass. Full on blitz. Pass is tipped and completed to Anthony Islis off the tip from Freddie Jimenez. Did he get the first down? Anthony Islis, look what I found.
That is going to be my favorite stats of the night. Give it to the big guy. He's coming in clutch. You see the replay here?
Anthony Islis.
Right off Jimenez's hands. And Islis says, you know what? I'll take some stats.
All right.
Hey, look what I got.
Well, we got to definitely talk about that during the post-game show. But Anthony Islis coming up clutch on the deflection from Freddie Jimenez. That pass intended for him, but on the deflection, Islis able to come up with it and get the first down for the Mingus Union Marauders. Don't care how you do it. You got it regardless. 8:55 to go in the third quarter. Mingus Union now knocking on the door against Bradshaw, where the ball is spotted on the Bradshaw 17, excuse me. And we got the officials talking it over.
You know, Marauders.
There is a flag, and they're going to call it.
You know that they're arguing on the Bradshaw side that that's going to be an illegal man downfield.
I want to say, though, nothing on that head-to-head contact from Zach Harrison,
right.
But illegal man on field. We'll call that one. All right. No big deal. We're moving on here.
And that's interesting because you don't quite see the refs moving anywhere just yet, and Mingus coaches are out there throwing their argument out there. Hey, give it to the big guy.
It's still a great catch from Islis.
Yeah, great awareness.
Yeah.
Harrison's like, all right, got one of the big fellas on the board.
Pull out the rule book.
So we're still waiting to see the official call here.
It's just interesting to see that the flag comes out so late. I mean, you move
after the play, too.
You move the chains, and everything's set for the Marauders to continue the drive. And then after, you know, who knows if something's being said to the refs, but then they drop the flag late. I mean, really late.
We'll see what happens here. They may call it off.
I mean, if you're going to throw that flag, you'd expect it during the play.
And I understand the possibility of an illegal man downfield, but Islis wasn't the intended receiver.
And you can't, I mean, and the perspective I come from was that is, you know, after every play, you can argue that there was holding or, you know, there was pass interference. And here we go. They're going to back him up, it looks like. And it's going to be Bradshaw ball.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a turnover.
Boy, that is crazy. Haven't seen anything like that. I mean, that was so late. For those of you watching your screen, you can see the disbelief in the Marauders because the refs had moved the chains. They were ready to do their next play and try to make an attempt in the end zone here. And after some deliberation by the refs and some time after the play, they change it up, and now it's Bradshaw ball.
So with that, Bradshaw will start here on their own 36-yard line after the penalty. It'll bring up 1st and 10 here as we move on after that call.
I don't know that I'm going to remove Islis's catch, though.
I don't know. We can maybe do a little ghost stats here. Rose will hand it off to the right side to Ricketts. Ricketts, not a whole lot on that run, maybe about 2, as Loretto wraps him up. That'll bring up 2nd down here.
And who else but Loretto? Nice job, that interior defensive line for the Marauders.
So it'll bring up 2nd down here.
It's great to hear from T-Bone Allred there during the halftime show, one of our finer defensive linemen. Always love sharing moments with T-Bone. Wish him the best of luck there.
And again, if you want to see a more extended edition of that interview, T-Bone coaching football over in the Czech Republic. Great story about how he got over there. Check that out on Off the Bench this week. Rose is going to roll out to his left and go out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. So no gain too much on that run from Grady Rose. And it will bring up 3rd down. Mingus Union looking for a stop.
Yeah, and so far on this possession, they're doing a good job of it. They're even keeping Rose to a short amount of yards. I mean, Acuna's got 46 yards. Ricketts has got 56 yards, where these guys have surpassed 100 yards in previous games. The Marauders have done a great job of containing them.
Bradshaw will go back to the line here. Ball spotted on their own 39-yard line. 3rd down, Mingus Union looking for a stop. Rose operating in the backfield. Rose takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Pressure coming. Rose to the right side. It's almost intercepted by Freddie Jimenez, but deflected. Great defensive stop by the Marauders. Almost a pick 6. However, it'll result in 4th down.
Yeah, great job by Jimenez. I know he was looking for that and licking his chops there, ready to walk into the end zone. But you know what? You'll take the great defensive play. 4th down for Bradshaw. I mean, hopefully we see a punt here, although you never know in these chess matches like we have tonight.
Well, it looks like Bradshaw is lined up for the punt, but we'll see what happens here. As that snap is high. It'll drop back around the 15. Bradshaw will pick it up around the 10. Mingus Union looking to bring him down around the 20-yard line. They'll stop around the 18. Great defensive stop by the Marauders, and now an opportunity to score here.
There we go, capitalizing on the mistakes. And the Marauders have a very, very good opportunity to do just that here when they get the ball.
So the Mingus Marauders possibly looking at maybe hoping to get near the 20 on the punt, on the initial punt, but the snap goes over the head of Caden Martinez. He's able to scoop it up and try to make something out of it, but he does get stopped around the 19-yard line. So Mingus Union starting on the Bradshaw 19, looking to score here and take their lead back. 29-26 here. Harrison under center with Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off right side. That's going to be Kyle Ramirez getting a little bit of that run there as he gets pushed out of bounds. It'll go behind the line of scrimmage, so maybe a loss of about 2 there for the Mingus Union Marauders on that run to Ramirez. Saw Ramirez operate a little bit in the offense last week.
Yeah, nice to see the Marauders utilize some different weapons. The Bears do a great job of just crashing down on that line of scrimmage. And you think Anthony Hissel's out there saying, "Hey, give him the ball again."
Anthony wants to say, hey, Anthony might be the new tight end. I don't know.
Let's throw that way. Let me change my number real quick, Coach. Give me a different jersey.
Marauders operating here on the Bradshaw 22. Harrison moving to under center. Trips left here. Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison. And we've got a stoppage in play here.
Be delay a game.
Yeah. So it's going to be a delay game against Mingus Union. Not going to help them in terms of the field positioning here. But like I said, knocking on the door of a score regardless, because you got Marcus Bueno, who's been solid all season with his kicks.
Yeah, and you're winning the field position battle right now. That's crucial for the Marauders. A big mistake on the Bradshaw Mountain Bears with that snap going over the head. And here we go. The Marauders trying to find their way into the end zone to capture that lead again.
Harrison under center. Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his left, looking to air it out. Harrison right over the middle does Angelo Alvarez. Alvarez trying to make his way into the end zone, gets stopped just shy on that pass. But again, Angelo Alvarez making his impact felt, and some great pass protection there for Mingus Union to open that up for Alvarez, and a nice touchdown saving tackle on the side of Bradshaw for Joel Dean.
Absolutely love the call. Again, you go to your playmakers and they make it happen. The Marauders are on the doorstep now.
Marauders first and goal here, looking to get into the end zone. Harrison under center with Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Angelo Alvarez is in, waiting for the official call. And they might say he's just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to give the Marauders much.
Yeah.
Alvarez looked like he might have crossed, but
yeah,
obviously we don't have as good as a view. So it's going to be on the inch line. Almost looks like the ball is across the line right now.
So first and inches here, or excuse me, second and inches as the Marauders look to capitalize and get into the end zone here. Harrison, man in motion. Harrison's going to go with the quarterback sneak and get into the end zone. There is a flag, and it's going to be a false start. I think Ramirez may have moved.
He did the false start signal,
yeah,
but he pointed towards the Bears.
Well, of course,
and of course it's not. It's on the Marauders, and it's going to come back.
So it's going to back up Mingus to the Bradshaw 5. So false start on the side of Mingus Union. Of course, Nick pointing out the accidental arm point. Of course. But anyway, here we'll try second down again, 2nd and 5. As the Marauders look to score, ball spotted on the Bradshaw 5 here. And Mingus Union would hate to get stopped right at the doorstep here. Harrison under center. Takes the snap, flips it left. Alvarez looking for some room to run. Cuts back, gets into the end zone. Touchdown Marauders. They'll take their lead back here in the 3rd.
Absolutely love it. Great play call. Get it to the playmakers. Marauders have been doing that all night. You can see it on your screen there. It's a pitch to Alvarez. And, of course, you got Miller downfield blocking. Loretto's on the edge blocking. These big guys up front are doing a great job opening up some lanes for Alvarez and the running backs.
So Alvarez getting into the end zone for the Mingus Union Marauders. Marcus Bueno on the point after to extend this Marauder lead. Snap is up, kick is up as well, and it is good. Marcus Bueno doing a phenomenal job for the Marauders. Make this game 33-29 here with 5:32 to go in the 3rd. Stay with us here, Marauders lead.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Mingus Union reclaiming their lead here, 33-29. Want to welcome you back to Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Marcus Bueno will send it downfield. Ball will be returned around the 5-yard line. Bradshaw looking to score, respond back to Mingus Union's score. Mingus Union trying to pin Bradshaw deep. They'll tackle him around the 15.
And how about Michael Gravalla with an absolute great lick on the returner there. That's a great job by the Marauders kickoff team.
So the Marauders able to shut down Acuna. They'll look to shut down the Bradshaw offense. Of course, the last offensive drive for Bradshaw resulted in a passing touchdown to Tanner Mitchell. We'll see if Mingus Union can take advantage here and extend their lead. Getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter here. Of course, we've got a fresh quarter right after this, so Mingus Union not out of the weeds yet, but currently leading 33-29. Rose will operate under center. Rose takes the snap, hands it off right side. That's going to be Acuna. Acuna still on his feet and still going, does get brought down finally. He is just shy of the 1st down. So to bring up, nope, they're going to give it to him forward momentum, 1st and 10. Good run there by Elijah Acuna.
Yeah, and that's one of his longer runs of the night. The Marauders have done a good job of containing him, but nonetheless, he's able to find a hole from that Bradshaw offensive line, get the 1st down.
Rose again operating under center here for Bradshaw. Ball spotted on their own 28-yard line. Man in motion again. Rose hands it off up the gut. That's going to be Ricketts. Ricketts has got some room to run on the right side. Ricketts past the 50, past the 40, now past the 30. Ricketts still on his feet, looking to get into the end zone. Did he step out? They're going to call it a touchdown. Ricketts gets into the end zone, and there is a flag on the field. We'll see who the flag's on, but for right now, big run by Ricketts. We'll see where it goes.
And let's see, the refs aren't going down towards the end zone, so
I think it's going to be called back, but regardless, a huge run by the sophomore, Mario Camacho, trying to slow him down, but Ricketts doing a good job of staying in the end zone. It is going to be a penalty on Bradshaw. Sideline warning as well. Oh, never mind, they're going to call the touchdown, so the flag on the field was for the sideline warning against Bradshaw, so instead, Bradshaw's touchdown will count. That'll give the Bears the lead here in the third. 35-33, looking to make it 36-33, go back up by 3. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left here in the third quarter.
You know, just a great play call there from Bradshaw. I mean, Ricketts had a massive hole you could drive a truck through, and you could tell that's what just sprung him. So nice execution there by that Bradshaw Mountain offense. And you know that Bob Young and that coaching staff over there wasn't just going to lay down. And these teams are going to put up some points in the second half.
4 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell on for the point after to make this a 3-point game. Kick is up. It's good. 36-33 here in the third quarter. This game just got a little more interesting. However, Mingus Union will get an opportunity on offense. Stay with us.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Bradshaw Mountain taking the lead here, 36-33 on the big run by the sophomore running back Gabriel Ricketts. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. I want to welcome you back here to Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Nick, the Marauders looking to respond here. Mitchell sends that kick high in the air. Alvarez will return it around the 10, looking for a big return for the Mingus Union Marauders. He'll get past the 25, looking to cut back around the 35, and he'll get dropped close to the 40, right around the 38-yard line. So good field position again for the Mingus Union Marauders as they look to reclaim their lead with 4:49 to go in the third.
Yeah, just an absolute barn burner tonight here, Philip. Both these offenses are churning and burning and working. Like you said earlier, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling. I love that. That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, I can't take too much credit. That one's an old Chris Berman call.
Love that reference.
But regardless, Mingus Union starting on their own 38 here, 1st and 10, looking to get into the end zone and reclaim this lead before we head to the fourth. Harrison, lone man in the backfield. Nope, we're going to get another flag. We might get another delay of game call. And yep, we are. Or excuse me, illegal participation here.
Not quite sure what that one's about. Didn't look like an illegal.
Yeah, somebody was trying to come off the field as the play was getting ready, so basically too many men on the field. But we'll pick it up here, second down. Or excuse me, we'll redo first down here. Again, the ball spotted on the Marauder 34-yard line, or excuse me, now the 33-yard line. So Harrison backed up a little bit here. Marauders looking to make something happen. Harrison man in motion, that's going to be Alvarez. Now they've got trips left. Harrison's going to roll out to his right. Gets a block. Harrison tipped in the air, completed to Ian Contreras off the deflection of Anthony Alvarez. Contreras picks it up. He is down on the field. Not enough for a first down, but really, really close. And unfortunate to see Ian Contreras down on the field here. We take a look. Big block there from Makai Arnado, tipped in the air, and a great grab. And yeah, Contreras did step out of bounds. Does pick up the first down, but Contreras still down on the field.
And hopefully he hops up. I mean, he's got to stretch it out.
He's making his way up here. They're going to take him and scoot him off the field as Contreras will get looked at.
It's a great catch. Great catch. And another, like we saw Jimenez with a toe touch earlier. Yep. Very, very similar style there.
So for now, I thought it was enough for the first down. It was not. That ball is spotted on the Marauder 45.
Boy, that's a short spot, huh?
Maybe it got over. I thought he had enough for the first. I mean, where Contreras fell, I thought he made the reception around the 50, but we'll try it again here on second down. The ball spotted on the Marauder 45. Harrison under center. 2 men in the backfield. That's Arnado and Alvarez. Or excuse me, Arnado and Ramirez. Harrison takes the snap. Rolling out to looking to pass. Harrison, pressure coming, wrapped up, got to get rid of it. He'll force it out of bounds, and it'll go incomplete. That pass intended for Freddie Jimenez. It'll bring up third down. Smart job there by the senior quarterback to get rid of that one.
Yeah, nice job. Good job by that Bradshaw Mountain Bear defense getting to Zach. And Zach does the wisest play you can as a quarterback and just kind of throws that one out near one of his receivers.
So the ball again spotted on the Marauder 45. We got a timeout now on Mingus Union, so we'll take a break. When we come back, Marauders will pick it up. Third down on the 45-yard line for Mingus Union, looking to get it on the side of the Bradshaw Bobs, or excuse me, looking to get it on the side of the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Stay with us.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Picking it up here in the third quarter, getting close to the start of the fourth. Mingus Union looking to convert on third down. Ball spotted on their own 45-yard line. Harrison operating under center after the timeout for Mingus Union. Harrison takes the snap, flips it to the left side. Alvarez looking for some blocks, trying to get to the edge on the left side. Still on his feet, picks up the first down and a little bit more. Alvarez able to get the first down for the Marauders.
Absolutely love it. Alvarez, you know what? Make the Bears beat him, and they can't. Alvarez does a great job of taking that pitch and just getting to the outside to get that first down. Nice job, nice speed, and again, good push by that offensive line.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third quarter, as the clock will be started. Mingus Union looking to convert here. Or, I'm sorry, they already did, 1st and 10. It'll be on the Bradshaw 49. Harrison operating under center. 2 men in the backfield. That's Arnado and Alvarez. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off left side. Alvarez cuts back up the middle. Alvarez still on his feet, gets brought down near the first down. Good little run there from Angelo Alvarez. Not enough for the first down, but it'll bring up second and close.
Yeah, great run. And boy, how about, you're going to see on the replay here, maybe, because it's a little downfield, Joseph Frudenrich with an absolute massive block downfield. And that Bradshaw Mountain Bears like, hey, what the heck? Is that a penalty? Like, no, that's just a good block downfield there.
3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Mingus Union Bradshaw Mountain leading 36-33. Mingus Union looking to get into the end zone on second down and short. Harrison operating in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, dropping back, quick pass to the left side is completed. Big completion for the Mingus Union Marauders, another first down, as that'll move the chains for the Marauders. That pass completed to Joseph Frudenreich.
And a couple plays back to back. He's out there doing some big things. Nice job, Joseph.
So first down for Mingus Union as they move the ball a little bit closer to the end zone. Ball spotted on the Bradshaw 33. Harrison operating out of the backfield here. Arnado lined up alongside him. Harrison, low snap, picks it back up, hands it off. Arnado, late handoff, results in a couple yards on that run, as the snap was low, but Harrison able to get that off last second to Arnado to pick up a couple yards. However, it will bring up second down.
Yeah, and a play that looked like it was going to be stopped in the backfield. Arnado does a good job of just kind of getting forward on that, getting a couple yards.
All spotted on the Bradshaw 30. Second down for Mingus Union, getting close to under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Harrison takes the snap, looking to pass, pressure coming. Harrison's going to air it out left side. It is incomplete. It'll go out of bounds. to the right side. And that pass possibly intended for Austin Wharf.
And I think that was a backwards pass. So really, that ball should be marked as a pretty big loss for the Marauders there.
Yeah, thrown behind the receiver of Austin Wharf, along with the pass behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 3rd down for Mingus Union as they look to convert a little longer here. Ball spotted on the Bradshaw 38. 3rd and 15 for Mingus Union High School. Harrison under center, 2 men in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, rolling out to his left. Harrison going to air it out over the middle, completed to Ian Contreras, and nope, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th.
Ooh, close. Contreras just about wrapped that one in. Now, it wouldn't have done too much because still would have left you with a 4th and long. Nonetheless, Marauders trying to win that field position battle, but now are stuck with a 4th and long.
So now Mingus Union looking to convert here on 4th and long. Of course, not afraid to go for it here on 4th down, being on the Bradshaw side of the ball.
They've done it before.
Yeah, we'll see if they can convert here on 4th and long. Harrison under center. 2 men in the backfield. Harrison, slow snap, picks it back up, punts it, it's blocked. Picked up by Bradshaw around the 37. And they'll get the ball right there.
Boy, really weird play, huh, Philip? That ball's going to end up right where the marker was. So the Harrison punt gets blocked and hits a guy at the line of scrimmage right where the ball was marked. And Bradshaw's going to take over on downs.
So it'll be Bradshaw ball on the 38-yard line, their own 38. Rose looking to get Bradshaw back into the end zone here to extend their lead. Rose takes the snap, rolling out to pass, looking, going to air it out deep. Camacho on the defense, it is completed to Mitchell, and he scores into the end zone. Bradshaw extends their lead. There is a penalty. I think it's going to be excessive celebration.
Just another absolute bomb by Grady.
Nice pass, and Mitchell was right there. Oh, yeah.
We've seen that play again, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see another one of those passes.
Well, it was a great catch as Mitchell makes the catch and showboats a little bit. That's going to get you a quick flag. You can hear the Bears fans not too happy about that one. However, great pass by Grady Rose and an even better reception there from Mitchell.
Yeah, especially at the high school level. First of all, for a quarterback throwing a ball like that, I mean, that takes great technique. And those catches over your shoulder as you're sprinting downfield, they're tough to make. So give Mitchell a lot of credit on that.
So Mitchell will go in for the point after as Bradshaw extends their lead 42-33. Looking to make this a 10-point game before we head into the fourth quarter. Well, this is where scoring, we talked about it, where scoring is going to have to come up, or is going to have to come into factor here for Mingus Union. Having that stop down around their neck of the woods is it's tough for momentum. Mitchell on the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. 43-33 goes our score. Getting close to the end of the third quarter here. Bradshaw leads. Mingus Union looking to respond. Stay with us.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
So another touchdown to the wide receiver, Tanner Mitchell, for Bradshaw Mountain, gives them a 10-point lead here in the third quarter. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. You can see on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, Bradshaw holding on to a 2-score lead.
Yeah, still a close game. Plenty of time for the Marauders. Offense has been clicking all night.
Well, see, this now the emphasis on scoring before we head into the fourth just becomes even more permanent. As you can see, the penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct will push Bradshaw back to kick off the ball at their own 25. So this will give Mingus Union an opportunity to get really good field position and strike before the end of the third quarter and try to cut this down to a one-score lead again on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 43-33, Bradshaw leading with 1:44 to go. Mitchell looking to send one downfield. He will. It'll be a squib kick, bounce around the 40-yard line and go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. So that'll push Mingus up just a little bit further. We'll get the official spot of the ball in just a little bit.
Yeah, that'll give the Marauders okay field position there for Zach Harrison and this Marauders offense, who've done a great job all night.
Do you want to thank our sponsors tonight, All Price Insurance, Taylor Waste, and Yavapai College. And, of course, the Cottonwood Public Library and Reese's Tire Pros. Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. And we'll get the Verde Lee Market Player of the Game here at the end of the fourth quarter when this game concludes. Still got a lot of football to be played.
It's definitely gut check time for the Marauders right now. Down by 10. Got to find your way into the end zone to make this a one-possession game.
So we're waiting for the official spot of the ball. It looks like it will be placed on the Bradshaw side of the 50-yard line. Or, excuse me, strike that, on the Mingus side of the 50-yard line. So the ball is spotted at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Mingus Union Marauders. Their last drive resulted in a blocked punt recovery, which resulted in a Tanner Mitchell touchdown. Harrison's going to hand it off right up the gut to Angelo Alvarez, and Alvarez is going to get shut down, but not before about a 2-yard gain on that run for the senior.
Yeah, that's just that brutal ground and pound that Mingus loves to go with. And Alvarez does a good job of getting a couple yards on that. You know he's trying to spring a big one here.
Well, get the ball into Bradshaw territory here as the ball spotted on the Bradshaw 47, 2nd down here for Mingus Union. Looking to convert here, getting close to the end of the third quarter. Harrison under center. Takes the snap, hands it off right side. Alvarez trying to shed a few tackles, gets shut down right about the 45-yard line. So another small gain there for Angelo Alvarez. Not enough for the first down, but it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, the Bears do a great job defensively there. Not giving Alvarez any lanes to run through. They know how dangerous he can be.
So to bring up 3rd down for Mingus Union as the ball is spotted on the Bradshaw 46. Got to get to the 40-yard line to get it into 1st down territory. Harrison operating in the backfield along with Alvarez. Harrison. Man in motion, that's Ramirez. Going to be trips right. Harrison hands it off to Alvarez. Alvarez stopped right back at the line. It'll bring up 4th down.
And I like it. Just barrel down the Bears do on that defensive line, not giving anything to Alvarez. And big 4th down here.
Getting ever so closer to the end of the third quarter. And that's going to end the quarter. Bradshaw leads 43-33. We've got a fresh 12 on the clock here at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Mingus Union looking to get into the end zone. Stay with us here. We'll be right back.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
It'll be a false start against the Mingus Union Marauders to start their drive in the fourth quarter. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. 43-33 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Bradshaw Mountain currently leading the Mingus Union Marauders. It is fourth down for Mingus Union. The ball spotted on the 50-yard line, as now Mario Camacho will be on to send it downfield. Camacho takes the snap, going to send it downfield. Ball be punted around the 15 and returned around the 15. Mingus looking to wrap up the return man. They do. And Bradshaw will start on their own 25 with 11:52 to go.
Yep, nice job, Frudenreich on the tackle there. Good coverage down for the punt team. Camacho was able to boot the ball pretty far.
Yeah. Well, you've got Marcus Bueno handling the kickoff duties and the field goals and extra points. And Mario Camacho, when Mingus isn't running that pooch kick play with Zach Harrison, has played pretty well as the punter so far. Pins Bradshaw not too deep, but a little bit back.
Just about a 75-yard field to go for Bradshaw.
Ball will be spotted on the Bradshaw 24. Rose under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off left side. That's Acuna. Acuna gets a couple yards on that run. It'll bring up second down.
And boy, the Marauders have done such a good job all night of shutting down Acuna for the most part. Acuna has been the reason, a big reason for Bradshaw's couple wins they already have on the season. And the Marauders holding them to just over 60 yards here tonight.
Bradshaw with another opportunity here on second down. Rose under center. Man in motion. Rose going to take the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Ricketts has got all kinds of room on the left side. Frudenreich trying to come in on the tackle and does bring down Ricketts around the 10.
Boy, but not before just an absolutely massive run for Ricketts again. And that's just, what a great play call, because Phillip, there's a wide open hole for Ricketts to run through. So you know they're faking it one way. Grady's taking that football, the snap. You're going to see it here on your replay. They got somebody in motion. They got two options to give it to, and obviously Ricketts was the man with the lane open.
Well, great job by Frudenreich to get that touchdown-saving tackle, as now Bradshaw will look to score again here. Ball spotted on their own 10. Rose under center, takes the snap, hands it off left side. Acuna cutting back inside, and he's still on his feet and gets into the end zone for another score.
Boy, and that's got the Bradshaw Mountain Bears hyped up over there. Very, very tough score if you're a Marauder fan. And boy, the Marauders are going to have to click on all cylinders here if they're going to get back in this one.
That'll extend the Bradshaw lead, 49-33 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 10 minutes, 56 seconds left here in the fourth, as now Bradshaw will be on for the point after. To put this one a little further out of reach for Mingus Union. Still a lot of time left. Mitchell for the extra point. Snap is up, kick is away, and it's good. Mitchell continues to be solid, 50-33. Our score on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Mingus Union, 10 minutes, 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Tanner Mitchell will look to send it downfield to the awaiting Angelo Alvarez and Makai Arnado as we continue the fourth quarter here. Mingus Union down 50-33 against 4A Grand Canyon region opponent Bradshaw Mountain High School. A complete flip of the script from the first half, where Mingus Union offensively getting a lot going here. Of course, still a lot of time left as that ball is sent downfield, and looks like it'll take a hop and be recovered around the 3. And here comes Alvarez looking to make something out of nothing. Alvarez cuts back around the 20, still on his feet around the 30-yard line. Alvarez finally steps out around the 35, and he's brought down.
Gets tackled out of bounds there. I mean, steps out of bounds on the kickoff return and goes a couple more yards and gets tackled. Nonetheless, a great return by Alvarez. You're going to see him. He picks it up at the goal line.
I think they'll call him in, and he was tackled. I think it looked like he stepped out, but he did step out on the tackle. I thought he stepped out earlier too. Logan Robertson on the tackle there for Bradshaw Mountain. So Mingus Union looking to respond here. Playing catch-up. Harrison operating under center. Arnado in the backfield along with Ramirez. Harrison takes the snap, looking to pass. Harrison lobs it over the top. It is completed to Ian Contreras. Contreras stumbles for a few extra yards and gets tackled around the 35.
Yep, great big play for the Marauders. That's what they need. At this point, you got to get some chunk plays if you're on offense, which they're doing right now, to get back in this.
Nice completion there to Ian Contreras. Gives the Marauders a 1st and 10. Ball on the Bradshaw 35. Mingus Union going to have to strike soon, get a stop, and score again. Harrison under center. Man in motion, that's Wharf. Harrison low snap, picks it up. There is a stoppage in play here. We do have 2 flags now. So not sure if it's going to be, it's going to be false start against Mingus Union.
Oh, tough penalty to take right after a great play, but
I'll tell you,
gotta shake that one off.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think Zach would rather have the tackle for the loss, as it was a little bit closer to the initial line of scrimmage, as now the ball is backed up to the Bradshaw 40. Still 1st down for Mingus Union, but now 1st and 15. As they look to convert here, had a nice pass over the top to Ian Contreras. Trips left now for Mingus Union with Arnado in the backfield. Harrison operating out of the backfield, dropping back to pass, pressure coming quickly. It is completed to Freudenreich. Freudenreich's got some room to run. He'll pick up the 1st down and get tackled around the 20.
Yeah, another great play call there by the Marauders, trying to get back in that. Freudenreich does a great job. That's clearly, you can see on your replay here, that's a design screen. You have your lineman going upfield, setting up some great blocks. Good job by the wide receiver to cut to the middle of the field and get way more than the 1st down.
Harrison. We're going to keep the chains moving here on 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the Bradshaw 22. Harrison takes the snap. He's going to hand it off left side. That's Kyle Ramirez. Ramirez still on his feet, looking to get the edge on the left side. Does get a couple yards on that run. Not enough for the 1st down. It will bring up 2nd down. Good little run there from Kyle Ramirez, who's starting to find his way in the offense.
Again, anytime you got a lot of different weapons you can utilize, it's always going to benefit your offense and open up some other areas.
Harrison operating in the backfield here. Arnado lined up alongside him. Harrison on 2nd down, takes the snap, hands it off. Arnado on the left side gets a block. Arnado cuts back, gets the 1st down and a little more right near the 8-yard line. Good little run there from Makai Arnado with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 4th.
I like a great job by that offensive line. You see Islis downfield blocking.
Yes,
Freudenreich again, making a nice block on the edge.
Now the ball spotted on the on the Bradshaw 10. Harrison in the backfield alongside Arnado. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Arnado, no, Harrison's going to be the quarterback keeper, gets a few yards on that scramble, puts the Marauders a little closer to the goal line here, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I love it. Keep that fight going, the Marauders are, and good job by Harrison to dive forward. Almost gets into the goal line.
So now the Marauders knocking on the door of a score here, desperately needed as we get close to the end of this one. 8:27 to go in the 4th. Again, on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, Bradshaw Mountain leading 50-33. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Alvarez trying to get into the end zone, stopped just shy, but he'll be right there. And now the Marauders will look to score on 3rd down, right near the goal line, near the Bradshaw 2.
And that gets Alvarez tonight over 160 yards. what a phenomenal job and all the accolades he's gathered over this season just as a senior so far in these few games. It's just amazing to watch.
Harrison operating under center with Alvarez in the backfield. Marauders looking to get into the end zone here, and Harrison will call a timeout. Marauders will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. Mingus Union down 33-50 with a few minutes to go here in the fourth.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Mingus Union looking to get into the end zone here. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko want to welcome you back here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Marauders on the Bradshaw too, looking to get into the end zone here on third down.
Yeah, huge play for the Marauders. Got to get in the end zone here to cut down some of this lead.
Harrison under center, flips it left. Angelo Alvarez will get into the end zone and cut this deficit down as the Marauders try to get back into this one. Marauders looking to make it a 10-point deficit here. Going to need a score, or excuse me, they got the score. Now they need a stop and another score here. We'll see if the Marauders go for two before we head to the Bradshaw side of the ball. Or excuse me, Marcus Bueno will be on for the extra point. Snap is away, kick is up, and it is no good. It's 39-50, our score will remain. Great block there by Bradshaw Mountain. Stay with us here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Marauders get into the end zone, and they'll look to stop Bradshaw Mountain here, down 39-50. Marcus Bueno will send it downfield. Bueno kicks it right into the hands of the return man. Ball is loose, but picked up around the 10. Bradshaw looking for a big return here as their return man's brought down around the 30.
And love it right before this series. You can see Curtis Glassman on the sidelines giving Zach Harrison a little tap. They say, hey, let's go, let's get this. We're going to get back right in this. Offense is playing well.
There is still an opportunity here for the Marauders. I mean, they're going to need a stop, obviously. They're going to need a huge stop here and then score quickly. Still down 10, or actually now it's 11. Down 2 scores. Gotta get something going here. Only a few more minutes left in the fourth. Rose under center. Man in the backfield, that's Ricketts. Rose hands it off left side. Acuna gets a big run to the left side. Cutting back around the 40. He's tackled around the 45. He'll get the first down, and that'll move the chains for Bradshaw. As we do, we're going to hold on to the chains here. We do have a flag down on the field. Not sure who that is on.
And obviously, Bradshaw wants this clock to continue moving.
Right.
And give a lot of credit to Acuna there for keeping that in bounds. He doesn't run out of bounds. He realizes that, and he takes the hit and takes the tackle to stay in bounds and keep the clock going.
Yep. So we'll see who the penalty's on. It's going to be a penalty on the Marauders, so not going to help Mingus Union. So we're waiting for the official spot of the ball. Will be first down for Bradshaw regardless. 7:19 to go here in the fourth.
And time for that defensive line for the Marauders to come through like they've been coming through the first half of the season right now. Big stop, like you said, 39-50, not out of hand.
Rose operating under center. Man in the backfield, that's Ricketts. Rose, man in motion with Acuna. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Shut down by Mackay Arnaudo right back at the line.
Yeah, nice to see Mackay on that defensive side of the ball, coming up with a great play. Calvin Miller checks into the game, says, hey, take a break. That was a nice play, yeah, take a break.
Here to bring up second down here. Ball spotted on the Bradshaw 43. Rose operating under center. Ricketts, the man in the backfield. Rose takes the snap. Hands it off to Acuna on the left side, and Acuna is shut down by the Marauders defensive line. Is that Calvin Miller? Yes, on the tackle.
Sure is. Gets fresh legs out there and does wonders. Nice job, Calvin, on the tackle.
Third down now for the Marauders, looking to stop the Bradshaw Mountain offense. You can see on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 50-39. Mingus Union playing catch-up here, down 11. Fourth quarter getting close to coming to a close here with Rose under center. Third down, Bradshaw looking to convert. Rose takes the snap. Rolling out to his left. He's going to scramble and get brought down behind the line. Another great stop by the Marauder defensive line, and that's going to make it a little interesting for Coach Young and see what he does. Michael Grijalva on the tackle.
Yeah, great job by the Marauders defense here. That's exactly what they needed. Force Bradshaw into a big fourth down.
Yep.
Get the ball back. Zach Harrison's focused up on the side. He's ready to go.
The only problem right now, Nick, is of course the deficit. It's a two-score game.
Yep.
So not only do you need a score when you get an opportunity on offense, assuming of course that Bradshaw doesn't convert here on fourth down. Mingus doesn't look like they're ready to return a punt. As we've got a stoppage in play here. It's going to be a timeout on the side of Bradshaw. They'll take one, we'll take one as well. Big fourth down coming up right here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Don't go anywhere.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Big fourth down here for Bradshaw Mountain. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. Mingus Union looking for a stop. We'll see if they punt it away, and they will. Ball's punted short. Marauders looking for a return. It'll take a hop around the 40 and make its way at the 40-yard line. So Mingus Union will start on their own 40-yard line here, looking to score, still down 11.
That's okay. You get a score here. Makes it a one-possession game.
Right.
So Zach Harrison's got that offense focused up out there. Hey, looking for a comeback. These region games have been great. So one of the best games we've been able to see in Flagstaff.
That's right.
And here we are tonight with the Marauders.
Another game that came down to the wire, of course, went the way of the Flagstaff Eagles. But let's see if the Marauders can get some revenge here on a different 4A Grand Canyon region opponent. Quick pass to the left side is completed to Freudenreich. Freudenreich gets brought down. Ball's loose. We'll see if they call him down. They're going to call him down, so no big deal. Freudenreich down by contact near the 45-yard line. And that's where they will place it. So it'll be second down for the Mingus Union Marauders. No change of possession here. Although that would have been the worst time for a fumble. So the ball will be spotted on the Marauder 44. Harrison operating under center. 2 men in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, rolling out to his right, looking to air it out. He's got Alvarez over the middle, and Alvarez is able to make the catch, and he's dropped near the 35. There's the flag as Alvarez goes down on contact. Great reception from Angelo Alvarez to hang on to the ball off the initial bobble, and he hangs on to it. And it's a big contact hit there.
Yeah, and that looks like the helmet-to-helmet contact.
Yeah, and that's what we were waiting for early on. So lesson learned is that will push Mingus a lot further down as the chains are moved.
And Alvarez, of course, with a great reception and that first down, but you know, going back a play to Freudenreich, he's having a heck of a game.
He is, yeah.
He's having a heck of a game.
Yeah.
He's making some big hits out there, playing great defense, catching some balls. Love to see the different wide receivers being used.
Harrison operating out of the backfield along with Alvarez. 2 wide receivers on both ends. Mingus Union looking to get into the end zone on 1st and 10. Harrison looking to air it out. He'll complete it to Freudenreich on the left side. Freudenreich will go down around the 25-yard line, so that'll move the chains. Get us into a second down here as Freudenreich is slow to get up but does make his way to his feet.
And just as we're talking about him, just a short game, but Freudenreich coming in clutch again. He's hobbling off. He needs a break.
I took a nasty hit on that tackle, and I don't mean nasty as in dirty, just in general. It's just a good, clean hit. And the ball will be spotted on the 25-yard line here. Mingus Union operating on 2nd and 5. Harrison under center, trips right. He'll take the snap, dropping back to pass. Harrison rolling out to his right. Pressure coming. Harrison trying to scramble now. He'll keep going. Harrison able to find his way for a few extra yards. Not sure if it's enough for the first down here, but it's quite short.
Well, it's close.
It is very close. There is a flag down on the field. And we'll see who that flag is on. Great little scramble there from Zach Harrison. See if it's enough to maybe push the Marauders forward. It's going to be a penalty on Mingus Union.
Be blocking the back.
Yeah, going to be blocking the back. Never fun. So that's going to push Mingus Union back. Zach Harrison not too happy about that call. We'll redo second down, of course, but a little bit of that momentum slowed down on penalty yards, and we saw that during the Thunderbird game in week 1 when Mingus Union was trying to get their momentum going. Penalties were starting to slow them down, but we're running out of time here at Bradshaw Mountain High School, and Mingus Union's down 11. Harrison operating out of the backfield. Alvarez alongside him. 2 wide receivers on both ends here, trying to convert on 2nd down. Harrison takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Harrison, a lot of room to throw. He'll make the completion to the left side. That pass is completed to Worf. Worf is brought down, but picks up the first down.
Yeah, great job. That's Worf's first reception of the night. We've seen him utilized in the rushing game a little bit more, but great job there by the senior.
So the Marauders, first off, great pass protection there from Zach Harrison. He had about a day and a half to throw that pass, and that just shows you the great play from the Marauder offensive line so far this season. As Harrison completes that pass to Worf. 1st and 10, Harrison takes the snap. Going to roll out to his right. Harrison going to try to air it out. Pressure coming. Harrison now going to scramble. Harrison got to get out of bounds. Does he get into the end zone? He does! Touchdown Marauders on the scramble from Harrison. However, Mingus still got some more points to make up, but Zach Harrison on the scramble gets into the end zone. Great job by Zach Harrison. A great block there by the offensive line to give him some space to operate there. Dodges the initial tackle attempt by Caleb Hill, number 63, but Harrison able to get in and cut this deficit down to single digits. However, Nick, this is where the Mingus Union Marauder defense has to come up clutch, force a very quick 4 and out, and try to get into the end zone again, as the Marauders could be down by just a few here. Marauders are going to go for 2. Of course they are, trying to make this a 3-point game here. Harrison under center. Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison looking for the 2-point conversion. Hands it off. Angelo Alvarez going to find his way in. Did he get stopped? He did. Alvarez stopped at the line, so it'll be a 5-point Bradshaw Mountain lead, 50-45 here in the fourth. Mingus Union needs a stop. We'll let the replay play into the break. Stay with us.
So, unofficially,
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
It is crunch time here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. I want to welcome you back here to KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Looks like there's another timeout. However, we'll stay here as we just got back from a break. Nick, we're getting close to the 2-minute warning here as Mingus Union don't necessarily want to try a onside kick because, of course, Bradshaw scores. Once again makes it a 11-point game, potentially 12. So you want to hope that Marcus Bueno can pin Bradshaw around the 20, if we're lucky, around the 10, because Mingus Union needs a stop and a score to win this game, and we're running out of time on this Cinderella story.
Hey, and on the flip side of that, how about going for the onside kick? Smash mouth football, maybe. We'll see if Bradshaw lines up. Looks like they only got a few guys up front. The Marauders have got taken on a few onside kicks. I'd love to see them get one. I know, it would be quite a risky play here if Mingus Union can convert on an onside kick. But no, you're right, because it's the smart play is to pin them deep and hope defense comes up with a big stop. But boy, that's a tall task for such a powerful offense like Bradshaw's got. But when you're playing against Coach Bob Young and the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, maybe a little bit of trickery. We talked about it in our 3 keys of the game. This could be the moment right here where the Marauders could utilize a little trickery and get the ball back. As the officials talk it over. 2 minutes. I'm still waiting to see what's going on here. The other official's going to mosey on over there? There's 2 officials and a Bradshaw Mountain head coach. One of, not of course the main guy, but not sure what we're waiting for their coach to lay off the rest. I'm not sure that I've seen too many coaches out in the middle of the field before a play either. So, interesting. So we'll see what happens here as the Marauders will kick it away from the 40-yard line. We'll see what they do, if they try to pin him deep or get him on the onside kick. Marcus Bueno lining up. And here we go. Bueno will do the onside kick. Ball is returned by the Marauders. Mingus Union's got it. Wow, they're amped. It's chest bump city down there, Philip. Got it. They did it. We got it. They did the trickery. They did the thing we talked about. The Marauders will get an opportunity on offense. Marcus Bueno. What a kick. Chest bump city for the Marauders. What a kick. Absolute wow. Beauty of an onside kick there by Bueno. And boy, that's how you do it if you're the Marauders. Trickery, just now you got to execute. Yep. You got to run down the clock as much as you can, get into the end zone, and get this lead back. Then you pin them deep. Marauders have a chance right now with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock to basically run this out if they can get down in the end zone and win this thing. Right. Very, very similar to the way they lost in the NAU Dome. That's right. That's right. Harrison operating under center. Man in the backfield. Harrison flips it. Wharf on the play action pass. It's going to be a running back pass. Harrison, it's intercepted. He's out of bounds. Boy, they're going to call an interception. No penalty. There is a flag down on the field, so we might get it called back. They're going to say that Harrison may have been tripped. Or at least that's what a lot of people are yelling about. We'll see it. It's going to be a penalty. No, and it was on Mingus. So that's, yeah, I mean, boy, it looked like Harrison was tripped on that play, but Obviously, they all don't fall the Marauders' way, and Bradshaw's going to end up with the ball.
There's a Bradshaw Mountain Bear down on the field. Hopefully that player gets up real soon. We'll get you the number once he gets back onto his feet. But what unfortunate luck. I mean, as that player makes his way back up, I believe that is Joel Dean, and I believe Dean was the one who had the pick. But man, you know, of course, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know.
And the only, positive outlook on this is you still have time left on the clock.
That's true. That's very true.
You still have time to let Bradshaw run a couple plays, and you can stop him and turn it back around. But, yeah, like you said, just very unfortunate. Not sure what happened because clearly Wharf was ready to throw that to Harrison.
Right.
Now, Bradshaw read it pretty well because there was guys over there, but we saw Harrison lose his footing running up the sidelines by some of the Bears. And here we go, Bradshaw ball.
Rose under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Acuna. Acuna on the left side. He will still be on his feet, pick up the first down, and get dropped around the 45. And that'll move the chains forward.
Big run. That's a clutch run by Acuna there. Almost putting the nail in the coffin. If they can get, probably just another first down here, they can run that clock out.
We've got a timeout. We'll stay right here. Well, barring a fumble, I guess, Mingus Union will focus their attention at home for the first time this season against Arcadia. And if this is the way it ends, a very sour taste in the mouth of Coach Dave Monsabayez and his entire staff.
It's 2 region games, very, very, very close. And you can't call it just yet, because if the Marauders can stop them here on this series, they can get the ball back. Now, first down for Bradshaw essentially puts a nail in the coffin.
Right. Rose will operate under center as the Bears look to keep running the clock out on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 50-45. Bradshaw currently leading.
Boy, what a good region game again, huh?
Oh, yeah, fantastic game for sure. I mean,
this is what you ask for in region football, man. How great would it be for all these divisions to be as competitive as the Grand Canyon region? I mean, back and forth, a couple of games so far between Flag and Bradshaw that are just within points and, you know what, I'll go as far as say seconds of a different outcome and a different winner.
Right. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Again, Nick, if Mingus can get a stop here, you do have the possibility of the Marauders getting it one more chance on offense, as Coach Monsabayez argues his case.
He's going to get a meeting out on the field, just as the Bradshaw coach did earlier.
Well, I'm not sure what the argument was, but we'll pick it up here as the ball is spotted on the Bradshaw 46, as they look to get it into Mingus territory in terms of field positioning. First down here for Grady Rose and the Bears. Rose operating under center. Ricketts in the backfield. And here we go. Rose under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. And I believe that is Ricketts. He'll get dropped down around the Marauder 48. Ricketts on that run. Not enough for the first down. Got a gain of 6 on that one.
No, but just another beast run by Ricketts.
So now the Marauders on second down here, looking to shut down Bradshaw Mountain.
Harrison's on the sidelines just saying, give me one more chance.
And I know he wants it. I know he wants it one more chance. And it's unfortunate what happened in that play. But Mingus might get one more chance. I'm not sure, but they got to stop Bradshaw Mountain, as Rose will take the direct quarterback snap. Rose still on his feet on the right side. Rose now past the 30, going into the end zone. That'll put the nail in this game as Bradshaw Mountain now takes a very big lead.
Boy, Rose finally showing off that showcase speed he's got. He's been the leading rusher in multiple of Bradshaw's games, and there you see it, a nice juke move after he gets through the line of scrimmage, and boy, the quarterback with some speed. Getting to the end zone. Bradshaw, yeah, like you said, that should about do it. Sides for a quick score, onside kick, and score again for the Marauders.
Well, Tanner Mitchell will be on for the extra point here, 56-45 with 1:09 to go in the fourth. And yeah, Nick, you're right. A quick score and maybe a 2-point conversion will help out as Mitchell sends that one through the uprights. We'll take a break. Our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard says Bradshaw Mountain 57, Mingus Union 45. Mingus Union will try to get a miracle going here. We'll be right back.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
A heartbreaker here at Bob Pavlich Field, 57-45 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Bradshaw Mountain leading with 1:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, we've seen Angelo Alvarez return big kicks for touchdowns, and well, that's what Mingus Union is hoping for here as Mitchell will get somebody to hang on to the ball for him, as of course we got a little bit of a breeze in Prescott Valley. Very windy part of Yavapai County.
Beautiful field here, Bob Pavlich Field.
Oh, yeah. So Mitchell will send it downfield. Oh, they're going to do a short kick, and we're going to have a penalty.
Nice recovery there by Glassman again.
Oh, no, that was...
that's a couple for him tonight.
That was, yeah, that was Glassman. Yeah, just like the other one.
Great awareness.
Yeah.
Now you know why he's on the front line there.
So that's going to back Bradshaw up a little bit, which will help Mingus Union a lot, as that shortens up the length of field they need to go to possibly get into the end zone. Again, getting close to under a minute here in the fourth quarter.
Curtis is like, give it to me again. I'm going to run it upfield.
I'd love to see Curtis take one back. Curtis, you've got Nathan.
Calvin Miller's out there.
Calvin Miller's out there. Nathan Lathan is out, or excuse me, Isaiah Lathan is out there. As now we should see a full kick from Mitchell. And nope, they're going to go for the onside again. It'll take a hop and be recovered by Calvin Mitchell, or excuse me, by Calvin Miller around the 50. So, well, here we go. Mingus Union trying to do what they couldn't do last drive, which was score a touchdown. And they're going to have to score quickly and hope that they can return the onside again and score again. But with 1:09 here in the fourth,
it's a tall task.
Makes it tough. Harrison operating in the backfield along with Angelo Alvarez. Harrison takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Harrison looking to air it out. A lot of time to throw. Completed to Angelo Alvarez on the right side. Alvarez gets it past the 45, now the 30. Now around the 30. He's got to get out of bounds. He doesn't. He gets tackled at the 30-yard line. So a huge gain for the Marauders gets him a first down, but Alvarez, unfortunately, just because of where he got tackled, he wasn't able to take it out of bounds.
Yeah, trying to make those moves to get into the end zone, and man, he almost did. It's so fun to watch him run the football and catch the football because he's just got such good football moves.
Harrison takes the snap, dropping back out of the backfield. Harrison, pressure coming, getting flushed out left. Harrison dodges a tackle. Harrison makes the completion to Freddie Jimenez. Jimenez has got to get out of bounds. He does. Smart play by Zach Harrison and Freddie Jimenez as the Marauders are able to freeze the clock and knock on the door of another first down here on second down. The Marauders are going to have to start moving.
I mean, boy, if you script the comeback, the miracle like this, so far, they're on track.
39 seconds left here for the Marauders. Trips right with Alvarez in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap. Going to drop back to pass. Pressure coming on the right side. Harrison going to have to get rid of it. He does. It's completed to Freddie Jimenez. Jimenez is dropped. Gets the first down, but Mingus Union has got to hustle up to the line. Marauders have no timeouts left. Going to have to run a play and hope they get into the end zone. 29 seconds left. Harrison takes the snap. It's low. He picks it back up and is unable to throw it. It'll fall incomplete. Actually, they'll call him down as Harrison takes the snap low. And it's going to be a loss of yards.
If they call him down, that means the clock's still rolling.
Right, and it is. We're going down 21 seconds here in the fourth. So like we mentioned, Mingus Union focusing their attention now on the Arcadia Titans back at home next Friday. We hope you join us here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV for that one. While Bradshaw are still looking for an opponent next week. Harrison, quick pass is completed to Jimenez over the middle. Jimenez will fall. And homecoming successful for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. They walk away with a 57-45 victory. And a heartbreaker for the Mingus Union Marauders.
Yeah, and that's a couple region games that, boy, heartbreaking is just an absolute understatement.
Yep.
You know, you can see the disappointment on the Marauders players out there, but nothing to be ashamed of. Again, what a phenomenal football game we were able to see tonight. If you're a fan of football, this was your game. Over 100 points scored. I mean, it was an offensive battle, and really, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, we talked about at the halftime show, who's going to be able to score in the second half, and Bradshaw came out, and they did it.
Another high-scoring affair in the 4A Grand Canyon region. This one going the way of the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. 57-45 is our final here at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. We'll wrap this one up and get you ready for next week as we head into our Gettles High Desert Mechanical post-game show. We'll get you a wrap-up, get you ready for Arcadia next week, and get you the Verde Lee Market Player of the Game. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps. And let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Welcome to the post-game report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Philip Catalfamo and Nick Yatsinko.
A tough loss for the Mingus Union Marauders here at Bob Pavlich Field on the campus of Bradshaw Mountain High School. Another heartbreaker in the 4A Grand Canyon region for this team. Philip Catalfamo alongside Nick Yatsinko. I want to welcome you back into the Gettles High Desert Mechanical postgame show. Like we said, tough loss for the Mingus Union Marauders. Not the way you want to start off the region here. Of course, a great start in region play for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears getting a victory here, but Mingus Union will focus their attention on an out-of-region opponent in the Arcadia Titans. So hopefully the Mingus Union Marauders can bounce back at home at the Cave, which will be a nice homecoming for Mingus Union. Yeah,
this is going to leave for sure a sour taste in the Marauders' mouths, and unfortunately, it's the second game in the region that's gone not the Marauders' way, but what a football game again. Just like up in Flagstaff, one of the better games we've been able to call. And boy, hats off to Bradshaw. Bob Young and that coaching staff did a great job of putting up 57 points. I mean, that's a lot of points. And the Marauders end up putting up 45 points. So that offense for the Marauders have continued to play great. They need to, shake this one off. Just like that Flagstaff loss, these tough, heartbreaking losses are so far and few, man. You just got to get right through it, move on. Like you just said, Arcadia Titans will be a good opportunity for them to bounce back.
We'll take a look here at the Bradshaw Mountain statistics. They are the victor in this game. Of course, next week they're looking for an opponent right now. Their game was canceled for next week. They're still trying to get a replacement game for who they were supposed to play next Friday. So if for those Bears fans who might be tuning in, I'm not sure if Matt Showalter has said anything on KKLD The Cloud about where the Bears might be next week, but as far as we know, they're still looking for an opponent next week. But the Mingus Union Marauders, like we said, will be focusing their attention on Arcadia. So let's look at Bradshaw's statistics here. Grady Rose, the quarterback, getting that last-second touchdown to really just seal it home for Bradshaw Mountain. But, he did a great job over the air. We take a look at his stats here, 6 for 8, 177 yards passing, 3 touchdowns for the quarterback. And, he's tough to stop. Did a great job tonight.
Chunk plays. They were able to get some big chunk plays. Mitchell on the end of 2 receptions that go 60 yards or more for touchdowns. And, boy, that's tough. That's a good job by Grady Rose. Both those, we were able to catch the replays on them, and you just see how beautiful of a ball Grady throws. And, those are almost like college-level plays. Tough to stop.
We take a look, of course, at the 2 running backs. Of course, you've got Elijah Acuna and, of course, Gabriel Ricketts, the 2 running backs. So let's take a look at Acuna, the guy coming into this game that we had our eyes on because, of course, he had a huge outburst of offensive production against Yatsinko, over 200 yards rushing and I believe 3 touchdowns tonight. Relatively slowed down, of course, not enough to keep Acuna completely off the scoreboard, but a great run for Elijah Acuna, and we'll talk about Gabriel Ricketts here in just a little bit.
Yeah, and what a duo they have in Ricketts and Acuna, and Ricketts got a couple more seasons with Bradshaw. Boy, is that scary. But yeah, that tag team duo for Bradshaw is phenomenal. And hats off to the Marauders defense for keeping Acuna under 100 yards tonight.
Yeah.
They kept Acuna under 100 yards, which is really big. Now, Ricketts was able to break that 100-yard boundary, but like we talked about during the game a little bit, it's very tough to stop that fullback position, especially when you execute it as well as Bob Young and that Bradshaw offense does.
Well, let's take a look more here at some statistics as we focus our attention to Mingus Union High School. We talked about Angelo Alvarez being a threat on the offense and special teams. Of course, not too much here on special teams. Coach Bob Young knew to kick it away from Angelo, kept the ball out of his hands on special teams. But offensively, Angelo not only able to get it done on the ground, but through the air as well.
just a playmaker,
yeah.
An absolute playmaker. And Harrison the same way, and finding a way to give the ball to Alvarez. There you can see 15 carries, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Incredible. It's incredible plays. And like we were joking before the game, when you turn up all your creative players to 99 overall, that's what it looks like when you're out there playing it. He's able to spin out of tackles. He lowers his shoulder. He lets you know he's going to hit you hard when he's coming at you. So, yeah, Alvarez does a wonderful job tonight. Harrison, 17 for 25, 234, a touchdown.
Yep.
Again, another outstanding quarterback rating for Harrison. Didn't make his completion percentage as good as last week, but you know what? He's still at close to the top of the region.
Yeah, of course, Zach Harrison also getting it done on the ground, getting that rushing touchdown to cut the deficit to single digits before, of course, Bradshaw able to recover the interception thrown by Austin Wharf. But there he is, Zach Harrison on your screen on Verde Valley TV, talking with his coaches and talking with a few of the fans who have found their way here to Prescott Valley as Harrison looks to focus his attention for a game against Arcadia. Of course, we do have our Verde Lee Market player of the game. Verde Lee Market is a favorite of locals and visitors. It has received hundreds of excellent reviews on TripAdvisor. Open 7 days a week from 8 to 9. Visit 516 North Main Street in Cottonwood. If you happen to be there, go check out Verde Lee Market again. Just because they're a sponsor doesn't mean that I don't go there. Really good place to get some food. So definitely go check that out if you happen to be in Cottonwood. But Nick, before I ramble more, who is our Verde Lee Market player of the game?
Joseph Frudenreich. Senior, number 15 for the Marauders, did such an outstanding job all night on defense. Offense, we saw him utilized as a weapon tonight. He had 5 receptions. I mean, he did outstanding on defense. And you know what? But most of all, on the kickoff coverage, he goes down and lays just a huge lick on Acuna trying to return the ball. The senior did an outstanding job tonight, and definitely a part of the Marauders' success.
Again, visit the Bradshaw Mountain website or their Facebook page for the football team to find out who they'll be playing next week. Like I mentioned, they'll be doing a replacement game. Their game next week was canceled, so they're looking for a replacement there. Again, go check out their social medias to get that update. For as the Mingus Union Marauders, Nick, can be back at home, finally at the Cave after a very long road trip that they really just want to end. But now they get an opportunity to play in front of these fans that were so wonderful to travel here to Prescott Valley, and they get an opportunity to hopefully get a win, a bounce-back victory at home against Arcadia. And I know the Mingus Union Marauders really want it.
They're going to be fired up.
Yeah.
You know they're going to be fired up to play at home. Finally. Seems like a long time coming, and they're ready. They're ready for it. Yancey DeVore was fired up.
Yep.
Talked to him at the pregame show. He was pumped to have that field ready to go, and you know the players and coaches are in the same boat.
Do want to thank Yancey DeVore for coming on the pregame show here, and of course T-Bone Allred for stopping in as well during the halftime show. That's going to do it for us here. Of course, check out Bradshaw Mountain for an update on their game next week. For you Mingus Union Marauder fans, we will be back this time at home at the Cave. Our first game at home in 2021 comes against the Arcadia Titans. We'll be there on Friday night. We hope you join us as well. For everybody here at Yavapai Broadcasting, for Nick Yatsinko, I'm Philip Catalfamo, wishing you a great rest of your night. Have a phenomenal weekend. We'll see you at home against Arcadia.
This has been the post-game report brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist. Online at GettlesHDM.com.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders! This has been a presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting Sports. Any rebroadcast or use of this broadcast without written permission from Mingus Union High School or Yavapai Broadcasting is expressly prohibited. Tonight's Mingus Marauder game has been sponsored in part by Gettles High Desert Mechanical, offering solutions for your comfort. Northern Arizona Healthcare, improving health, improving people. And Suzy Q Market, the best road trips start at Suzy Q. Mingus Marauders football supporters also include Jackson Hewitt Rice Accounting with locations across northern Arizona. Larry Green Chevrolet, the People Place. And Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality. Mingus Football on KYBC, Verde Valley TV, and MyRadioPlace.com is also brought to you by All Price Insurance. Call 634-2311 to get your quote. Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs. Yavapai College, you can, we can, together. And Rock Zoo Screen Printers, where clothing comes to rock. We'll return next week for exciting Mingus Marauder football action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at MyRadioPlace.com, or Verde Valley TV Sparklight Channel 1056 Sudden Link Channel 2.